All right, everybody, it's Saturday night and it's showtime. If you are here with us tonight, thank you. I'm sure that you could be out at the club getting ratchet as hell, doing ghetto stuff, getting drinks spilled on you, having some sweaty dudes rubbing their BO all across your body on a dance floor or whatnot. But instead, you're here with me and my beautiful co-hostess, Jax, who's afraid of cameras and doesn't want to be seen by the world, even though she's way better looking than me. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I know that we are. We have a lot to talk about. I actually sent this story this morning to my good friend Nate, Valhalla VFT, and he made a video about it and did a really incredible job while we were out actually doing real world chores and actually getting to meet some really cool people out in the real world, which was great. It was fun. I don't get out very much. It was actually a really, really good time. And I wanted to do like a full length about this so that we could get like all of the information out there. But my daughter, our daughter, is getting baptized tomorrow, and we're really, really proud of that. And we're really super stoked to go and make that happen. And so I don't think that I'm going to have time. So I figured I'd just do a live. And when I was talking to Nate about it, he said, bro, just use my video. You sent me the story anyway. Just fucking run it, bro. So we're going to be doing that. But first off, I want to give a huge thank you to the homie Banhammer, man. This is a huge dono. Look at that, you guys. Thank you so much, brother. I was actually talking to Banhammer before we jumped on live. I don't think he's feeling well. He literally just came in here to drop a dono, show some love. And I think he had to go back to bed. If you guys are praying people, he is somebody who is a huge part of the wood chipper tribe. He's a part of our community and he's not feeling well. So please remember him in your prayers and your thoughts, man. He said, a lot of people see him as just another tattooed loudmouth ex-con. I see a man who had the balls to admit that he was who he was and the courage to change. I see a man with constitution and sheer determination of someone who doesn't know the whole world, who doesn't know the word die. We all need to thank JD for being a voice we all wish that we had. Brother, I appreciate that so much. I know that you're probably not watching right now, man. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. I don't think anybody needs to thank me for being the loudmouth Irish dude that I am, but I genuinely, genuinely appreciate you. I love you, and you're going to be in our thoughts and prayers, man. Hope that you heal up really soon, and I will be checking on you later to make sure that you're okay. Okay, so look, you guys, what we're going to be talking about tonight, we're going to be talking about Melania Trump. Melania Trump has just come out and done her second press conference ever. And it's important to understand that context. During the first administration, she did her first press conference. It was in the White House garden. It was supposed to be a regular thing, but I don't think she enjoyed the attention and like the internet backlash and all of that. So she hasn't done another one since until just yesterday. She just did an impromptu press conference out of nowhere. I don't even know that Donald knew that she was doing it. He was off busy doing other things. He had meetings. Not sure if he was in the know. I can't say yes or no whether he knew, but some of the stuff that she came out and said seems really counterintuitive to some of the things that he's been saying, like, stop talking about Epstein. If you care about Epstein, you're dumb. I don't want you to support me if you care about Epstein. Remember all that? Remember when he called everybody that supported him stupid and told them that he doesn't want their support? If you care about kids getting taken to an island and having terrible things happening to them and nobody getting in trouble for it. Well, that's part of what she was talking about. She was saying that those victims need to have justice and that there are people, that there is a list of people that need to be brought to justice. And that with what we've been given, there's not anything that you can use to actually convict, which is exactly what I've been saying, is that like we have not been given enough information to be able to convict these people. But what she suggested is that we listen to the victims. Now, I don't know why anybody has opposed this happening. All of the victims that are left on the board, on the playing field, have said that Trump didn't do anything wrong to them. So you would think Trump would be like, yeah, let him come forward. If he wasn't protecting anyone, if it wasn't any of his friends, any of his interests, America's greatest ally that might get exposed, why? why wouldn't he be an advocate for that as well? But Melania, she did come out and say that. Listen, I see a couple people in the chat that are already up their own asses, and I really haven't even said shit yet. Let me just make this perfectly clear to you right now. If you are loyal to a politician, if your loyalty genuinely lies with a politician, no matter what he does, no matter what he says about or to you, no matter whether his campaign promises and his actions line up, you're not going to have a fucking fun time here. And respectfully, you might want to go watch Benny Johnson, bro. Like, that might be a better time for you. I'm not that dude. I am somebody who is seeking the truth. I'm somebody who wants accountability and transparency. I want a lot of the things that Trump actually said that he was going to do when he was campaigning. I want the swamp drained. I think that if nothing else, he's exposed that the swamp is literally fucking all of them. It's all of them, including himself. Because we haven't gotten any of the things that he said. I want America and Americans put first in this country. And if you're from another country, don't think that I'm shitting on you. If you are Canadian, I want you to be Canada first. If you're from Australia, I want you to be Australia first. And I'm not talking about the illiterate third worlders that have flooded your countries. I'm talking about the citizens, the people who built the fucking country and their children to be able to have the quality of life, the first world Western culture quality of life that they have worked so hard to get and that is being stripped away and taken from them, period. I demand accountability out of people in our government. And I did it for years while Joe Biden was fucking it up. I did it during Trump's first administration. I did it during Obama's monstrosity of an administration. That's how I roll. So if he does something that I think is for the good of the American people, I'm going to be like, hell yeah, you did the job we hired you and paid you to do. You get a golf clap, buddy. If you're not, I'm going to talk my shit. And if that's going to make you uncomfortable, you could definitely go and watch somebody else. Maybe Ben Shapiro is more your style. That's not what the fuck we do here. We look for the truth, and then we analyze the truth, and we talk about that shit. And that's what it is. So if that's a problem for you, on the way out, you get 3 sips off the nippy. You want a little binky binky? So I hope I don't have to make that clear again tonight. I really fucking hope I don't have to repeat myself on that shit. Because most of the people here know the deal. And it's just a few of you whiny bitches clogging up the fucking comments, making it a problem. All right? So as I was saying, Melania is standing here with her best friend of 10 years. Now, they have a lot of background together. This woman's name is Amanda Ungaro. And Amanda Ungaro was brought into the country by the same exact person who brought Melania into the country and actually introduced her to Donald Trump. The man's name is Paolo Zampoli. Paolo Zampoli is the man's name. Now, Paolo, he owned and ran a modeling agency that brought girls from Europe and all sorts of other places over to the U.S. for modeling. I don't have any proof that it was anything more than modeling, and I don't make wild accusations. But he's the one who introduced Melania to Donald Trump. Now, at this point in time, Trump had the Trump Modeling Agency. Does anybody remember that? Not a lot came out of it. At the time, he had the Trump Modeling Agency. He had his beauty pageants. Trump had a lot of connections with a lot of classically what people would consider to be very attractive women. Jax, I didn't say hot women. I said classically what people, my wife will kill me, bro. My wife will kill me. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had a lot of good looking broads around. Let me just put it like that, just very bluntly. And so did Paolo. Now, the thing is that this woman that was with Paolo, named Amanda, she ended up marrying him. They had a kid together. Their life was beautiful. It was wonderful until Paolo, he got fucking bored very recently. And he used his connections with Donald Trump to deport his own wife, the mother of his child, back to Brazil, from whence he had picked her up and brought her here to be one of his models. And, so the story goes. She's been here for over 10 years. Her and Melania were best friends. She got really, really mad. So where this comes together at a head is everybody was kind of wondering, not a lot of people have been talking about Epstein introducing Trump and Melania, because we know that's not true. We know that it was Paolo who introduced the two of them. So it was weird that she came out and said that. It was also incredibly strange that people said, or that she said, that she didn't want people talking about her fucking Epstein. And I don't know about y'all, but until Amanda said that, I had never once heard anybody talking about Melania being sloppy seconds of Epstein when she got to Trump. But she came out and said it. Now, it turns out the very night before, Amanda had gotten on her ex account, formerly known as Twitter, Twerper, and she had made these crazy accusations. She's done. She's threatened to expose Donald Trump for everything that she knows. She's threatened to expose Melania for everything that she knows about her. So this is where these accusations are coming from. So that's just a little bit of background on how we got to where we are right now. And Nate just told me, go ahead and use my video, bro, because he lined it out really well. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't have time to make a full length on it. So we're going to check out some of Nate's video and see what he had to say on this. For anybody who doesn't know, this is a good friend of mine for about 20 years. This is Valhalla VFT, and he goes hard, bro. He goes really hard.
Doesn't this kind of feel like the same vibe?
But I want to say one thing to the American people.
I never had a relationship with Epstein.
I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never.
His images and stories are completely false.
And I need to go back to work for the American people. Thank you.
That's kind of crazy. How many people were alive when that whole shit with Clinton went down? That whole shit with Clinton was crazy as fuck.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Now, yesterday we covered that absolutely bizarre press conference where Melania Trump decided to come out seemingly for no reason and let everybody know that she never knew Jeffrey Epstein or Maxwell. Right. Yeah. Obviously, nobody believes that. We've all seen the dozens of photos of them together. We all know the connections there, but we didn't know how deep the connections really go between her and Big E. And a lot of people were wondering, like, what exactly was this? Does she just hate her husband so much that she wanted to drudge this back up? Is this all just a big psyop distraction from the failure of the Iran war? Well, no, it turns out that this is all because of this story, which is 10 times crazier than anything we could have possibly thought. And that is Melania Trump's best friend, Amanda Ungaro, who's been friends with Melania for over 20 years, going all the way back to the time with Big E hanging around. And she's now vowed to literally expose Melania and Donald Trump for everything regarding their relationships with Epstein. And the reason why she's doing it might be the most insane part of the whole story. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel. Follow us on Patreon. Grab some merch. All right, let's jump into this thing. Man, this story, again, nobody knew what the hell Melania was doing. Why would she do this? Finally, the Epstein conversation had been buried by the big distraction of the Iran war, and she comes out of nowhere while also not telling her husband that she's going to do it, mind you. Yes, Donald Trump.
So somebody said, who said that? Tony, you must have missed the fucking memo about 5 minutes ago. I don't understand what the fuck your deal is. Lorraine Butcher said she isn't credible. Now, this is something that is a fair argument, because in all reality, when you look, the most dangerous place that you can ever put yourself is in between a woman and her children. That mama bear instinct kicks in. And we all know women, when they get emotional, they go straight for the jugular, right? I mean, am I right about that? I'm not even being misogynistic. I'll do that later. I'll be misogynistic later. I'm being realistic here when I say that women, when you go out of your way to do them dirty, especially if it involves their kid, they're going to come back on you, bro. Standing between a woman and her child is a very dangerous place to be. So we could talk about whether or not what she's saying is credible. That's absolutely a fair question to ask. It would be a fair thing to assess, 100%. Women have these motherly instincts, and, you know, it's the quickest way to start a war with a mother is to fuck with her kid, 100%. So, but let's go ahead and continue to look at this, and then we'll discuss that a little bit more afterwards. Somebody did say Eric Swalwell is done. We are going to be talking about Eric Swalwell as well. I'm not sure if I can play the video I have of him and what he was doing with a literal fucking prostitute in his house, in bed, with another man sitting on the bed with him on here or not. It doesn't show any pubes or dick, but it is a little sketchy. But Eric Swalwell is definitely done, and we'll get into that after this.
Furious about this, from what we're hearing. And she just randomly brings up the fact that she never had a relationship with Biggie or Maxwell, and that she is calling for the victims to be able to testify publicly. And again, everybody was going, why would you do this? Well, again, now we know. All right, let's start at the beginning. Now, this is Amanda Ungaro, one of Melania Trump's best friends for over 20 years. She met Melania when she was 18.
And even if what Amanda is saying isn't credible and there's no truth to it, that doesn't change the fact that it's very, very likely that that's exactly the fucking reason that this press conference, the second press conference that Melania ever did, this was probably about that. I'm sure she's very plugged into what her ex-best friend is saying about her on X in front of everybody. I love how everybody's saying low IQ now. Like the shit that I've been saying for literally fucking years. Everybody's saying it now because Trump said it, and they're fucking Trump parrots. As soon as he comes out and says it, oh, Tucker Carlson is a low IQ person, they just start blah, 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 blah. Anything Trump says, I slurp it up off the floor like fucking a dog puke, licking it back up. It's fucking weird, my guy. It's fucking weird. You're weird as fuck for that, and you just won an award. Here we go. Here we go. Here's your award, buddy. It's going to soak up all those big feelings you've got flowing out of your fucking rectum, guy. Nice little cotton solution for you there, chump.
Years old. And this is what she just said on Twitter 2 days ago. Now, Amanda had this to say to Melania and Trump. And keep in mind, this was a day before Melania decided to do that unprompted press conference. She says, we'll take legal action against you and your pedophile husband. Whoa, uh-oh. I've known you for 20 years. You knew I was detained in ICE. Yeah, we're going to get to that story here in a second. You were present in my life every year on my son's birthday, even sending Secret Service and being the first to congratulate him back in 2016. Something was clearly wrong, but I am not part of any evil mission involving children. So what did you do, Melania? You tried to involve me, but you failed because I have character. Do you know what I think about you after 20 years? And then she says, again, all of these are replying directly to Melania Trump's account. I have nothing left to lose in my life. I will tear down the entire system. Be careful with me, bitch. I will tear down your corrupt system, even if it's the last thing I have to do in my life. I will go all the way. I'm not afraid. Maybe you should be afraid of what I know of who you are and who your husband is. Whoa. Okay, so whoa.
I want to see them in a cage match fight. You know, the girl UFC, like put them chicks in the octagon, bro. Put them in the octagon. Give them some gloves. Let them just bap that shit out, bro. Just bap that shit out. I want to see that shit. I want to. Who?
More fun without the gloves.
Who's your money on, babe? Amanda or Melania?
I don't know enough about Amanda to say, but she seems pretty pissed off.
That's my thing, okay? That's why my money is going on Amanda, because Amanda is fighting for literally like her kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? She sat in ICE detention And she had her kid taken from her. And like literally she's married to a millionaire for all these years. And then instead of getting a divorce where she's going to get any of the money, he has ICE through his connections with Trump. He has ICE swoop her up, arrest her like a common fucking criminal because she was in this country, possibly on some loophole or something, and grab her and take her back to Brazil and drop her off with no money. We're doing a poll on this. Good call. Who said poll? Who said Mike? Mike, I love you, Mike. Great idea. So my money is on her just out of sheer rage. I don't know if y'all have ever seen somebody who's fighting for some real shit, dog. You know, like they're fighting for some really real shit. But those people, I mean, it's like the people who are fighting a war for their homeland versus the invaders type shit. They have extra reason. Well, let me do one of these polls where I can do two choices. I don't know how to do that. Let's just do this.
Yeah, like normally I would have said Melania because she has that look in her eyes.
She's fierce. She's stoic, bro.
Like she's so cool.
Dude, I genuinely...
But this chick is pissed.
I genuinely like Melania, bro.
I've been saying that since she raged about Christmas. That was most relatable shit.
Hell yeah. I genuinely like her, dude. Like, and I think that she probably, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that she's not been in a lot of fights in her life, but I'm sure that she'd figure it out really quick. But, you know, a mom fighting for her kids, that's some different shit. It's like, so did you guys see that Hunter Biden just challenged Eric Trump and Don Jr. to a cage match? Who would your money be on that? If they gave Hunter Biden a crack rock to smoke first, all my money is on Hunter Biden because I've seen a crackhead fight, bro. I've seen crackhead fights, bro. Sometimes a crackhead gets down, dog. If no rock, I don't know, bro. But if you give him a rock, that's like giving him a superpower. Hunter Biden with like one rock, that's like he got his one infinity stone. He that shit down and he's fucking type shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. Jamie Glock, hey JD, I found you on TikTok, waiting on a live. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I just got my 1.6 million. Now it used to be 1.7 million a year ago when I got banned, but I just got my 1.6 million account back, man. Love you, brother. Hunter Lesher said, hey JD, just saying hi while at work on my last 2 weeks before I do go to Texas Roadhouse. Be good or be good at it. Listen, Hunter, I'm going to tell you this. I've been all across this fucking country, brother. And this is going to make me sound kind of low class. You know what I'm saying? I've had some real expensive steaks. I've had people buy me fancy steaks at fancy steakhouses. And I still prefer going to Texas Roadhouse, even though the only thing I don't like about it is it's always packed full of people. But they give you a good steak. It's a consistently good fucking steak every single time. I never leave that bitch hungry. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't bite my wallet too much. So, and steak's my shit, bro. Enjoy your food, man. 45 said blind loyalty is dumb. Also, Trump has done some things he promised, but not the big one. Stay true, JD. Also, love you. Also, like your shirt. Thank you so much, 45. You know we're wood chipper tribe around here. And if you want this shirt, it's bunkerbranding.com, my man. And yeah, so listen, there's some things that he's done. I love that the border is closed. I wish we were doing more deportations. I know that like we've literally had, Democrats get in the way at every fucking twist and turn on the deportation. So I understand why it's a little bit slow to going. And everything, but he's relenting. And then when, in Minnesota, when they're taking over fucking neighborhoods and shit and Antifa retards are flailing out, he backed away instead of sending in backup for law enforcement. So that just signaled to like everybody in this country who's like, yeah, if we just go out and light shit on fire and attack federal agents, we get our way. We get whatever we want. That sends the wrong fucking message. We didn't get no type of real transparency on the Epstein files. We got like a little over half of the Epstein files. And they were redacted to dog shit, bro. It's like they gave us Swiss cheese. There's just so many things. And he said no new foreign wars, no regime change wars. He's been preaching on that for over, a decade. And look at where we are now, because Zaddy Izzy said it was time to send our goys to war. Fricktum said, love you, JD. May not always agree, but I'm always here to listen with respect. Never stop questioning and speaking out. Wood Chipper Tribe. Dog, I would be shocked if anybody always agreed with me, because I don't always agree with me. Sometimes I'll say something and 2 minutes later, I'm like, damn, dog, that sounded fucking retarded. Somebody should check my fucking medication levels or some shit, because there's shit wrong with me. And I'm not even on no meds for nothing like that, bro. I mean, my prostate meds, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do prostate meds fuck with your brain stuff?
Hey Siri, prostate medication.
Grumpy, what's up, dog? Love you, big homie. You have always and will always keep it real. Telling the truth is never a flaw, brother. Wood Chipper Tribe is being unkept. Hell yeah, dog. Listen, man, I don't want to be a cheerleader for somebody who doesn't give a fuck about me or my countrymen, my brothers, my sisters, the people of this country. I never want to be a cheerleader, bro. I don't got no pom-poms. You ain't going to catch me in a skirt, dog. I'm a grown-ass man. I'd rather be a threat. I'd rather be somebody who is constantly looking for the truth and saying the shit that other people don't have the cojones to say. What's up, Jax?
According to Siri,
Yeah.
prostate medication can have an impact on mental health. The treatment of prostate cancer can lead to mood shifts.
That's not what I'm on, bro. I don't got prostate cancer.
Well, it expounded upon it, but yeah, the main answer was yes, it can.
Listen, y'all, the reason that you don't put green mayonnaise up your ass is because afterwards, sometimes that fucker will swell up the size of a cantaloupe, and it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. Don't ask a lot of questions, you guys. If you don't know, you're just going to have to think on that. Just marinate in it, because I'm not going to compound on it. New Canaan Guardian said, what happens to stolen valors in prison? Well, nobody really, I mean, you don't really have any way to prove whether somebody's lying about that shit in prison. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe you do, because people have phones and the internet. When I was in there, nobody was really looking that shit up. What we were looking up is what dudes' charges are. There's a lot of dudes who go in there and they're like, I'm here on fraud. And you're like, no, you're not. You're here on doing bad shit to little kids, or they'll come in there and they'll be like, I'm here for theft. No, you're here for sodomy by receiving, and you did some bad shit. That type of shit, bro. We was never looking that up. Renee said, I'm an SA survivor. I just want to thank you for your advocacy. Love and light from Australia. Sis, I love you. We're in this together. Big love to all our homies down under, and big love to everybody who is a sexual assault survivor. There's more of us than any other demographic in this country and this world. And we are all in this together. And that's part of why I get so fucking mad, bro, because I know what happened to me. I know what happened to so many of my friends. And so when I feel like people are protecting pedophiles like their name is Dan Bongina, I get mad as a motherfucker about it, bro. Nick, what's up, buddy? As a Canadian, I just want the truth. Don't care how abrasive it is. I also want these corrupted hoser liberals out of parliament. And I think everyone in the right state of mind feels the same way as I do. Well, I believe you, brother. And big love to our friends up in the north. Yo, thank you so much, Dina. I appreciate you. JD the Buckeye, what's up, twin? How you doing? Stop my stream to come watch yours. Thank you, brother, and welcome. Glad to have you here with us today. Let's check on that poll, shall we? All right, so, bro, this poll is very close, but 53% don't think Melania would win. They think that the scorned and angry mama would actually take it. Let's look a little deeper into this.
Oh, Melania Trump's best friend of over 20 years vowing to burn everything down and expose her pedophile husband. What happened here? Well, this is how this all transpired. So this is Amanda's ex-husband, who just happens to be one of Donald Trump's best friends, going all the way back to running Donald Trump's creepy little teenage beauty pageants with him, which is now looking to be just one big human trafficking operation from what we're seeing. And what he did was he had Donald Trump deport Amanda Ungaro over a custody battle with their son back to Brazil. Yes, Zampoli got his buddy Trump to literally use ICE to deport his ex-wife so that he could then kidnap her child from Brazil, and is actively refusing to return the child.
So, and I just want to toss in here right now, for those of you who don't know, Zampoli he's not an elected official. He hasn't been appointed to any actual key role. He's so intertwined with this administration that right now he's actually been sent out with J.D. Vance to help the negotiations for the ceasefire between us, Israel, and Iran. That's how connected this dude still is with Donald Trump and the people that are running our country, dude. It's a little weird, if you ask me.
Obviously, that she's been deported and had her child kidnapped from her, she doesn't give a shit, and she's willing to tell all and burn the entire thing down. So, ooh, getting spicy. Now, this is a really good video, really explaining this whole thing and how it all transpired.
So yesterday, the First Lady gave a desperate live statement from the White House Grand Foyer. She was visibly shaking as she denied her links to Jeffrey Epstein. Why out of the blue? Because Amanda Ungaro spent 20 years in Melania's inner circle. A woman who was even a UN ambassador is currently threatening to torch the entire administration from an iPhone in Brazil. Amanda Ungaro was there for it all. The Mar-a-Lago New Year's parties, the inauguration, the private UN galas. She was the partner of Paolo Zampoli, the man who literally introduced Donald Trump to Melania. They met when she was just a teenager and he was 32. But when the relationship went south after 2 decades, Zampoli didn't just call a lawyer for custody. He weaponized the full force of the federal government against the woman he called his wife for 19 years to win a custody battle over their American-born teenage son, Giovanni Zampoli. Paolo allegedly coordinated a hit with a high-ranking ICE official named David Venturella and his fellow Kennedy Center board member, Pam Bondi. The result,
Pam.
Amanda was arrested in Miami on a manufactured charge involving a single photo of her hand resting on a laser machine. She was held in ICE detention for 3 months, then deported to Brazil without trial. He kept his seat on the board next to Pam Bondi. He kept his title as presidential special envoy. But then he went too far. A Brazilian court ordered the child returned to his mother, and in total defiance of international law and a direct court order, Paolo Zampoli reportedly snatched the boy from Brazil and fled the country. Amanda has now filed a formal kidnapping complaint. She has nothing left to lose.
So now we're starting to make a little bit more sense for why this bizarre press conference from Melania panicked came out of nowhere. And when we actually look at the timeline here, it's going to start to make a whole lot more sense that Melania, yeah, definitely knew Big E a lot better than she's claiming. All right, real quick, guys, we got to talk about our partners over at Barbell Apparel. You already know, the maker of the world's most comfortable pair of jeans, but also the best athletic clothing out there. And guys, I have my own VFT line of workout clothes over at Barbell Apparel. You'll see I'm rocking them right now. Some of the most comfortable gym.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. When Nate was over here the other day hanging out, he was in some of them Barbell VFT, like workout shorts. They look kind of like short shorts a little bit, which is kind of my style. I like that old 80s Magnum PI type shit. You know what I'm saying? If I couldn't grow such a magnificent beard, I would just have a big old mustache. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to lie, dude. They looked really, really comfortable. Absolutely.
Clothes you're ever going to wear. And now you can support the channel by getting some VFT lined Barbell Apparel. Now let's check it out. Oh, and also anniversary sale going on right now. 20% off of literally everything in the store. Best time to buy. As you can see here, here's the new VFT workout line. We got the tank tops in white and black. And then we got the workout shorts, guys. These are my favorite.
I just wish they'd go a little shorter, bro. I'm not going to lie. Give me that 6-inch. You know what I'm saying? To where the boys almost dangle out the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Jax, you know what you like. You know what you like. Where you could see the doubloons hang out the bottom.
You're a weird dude, bro.
I am a weird dude. My bad.
Favorite workout shorts I've ever worn. And as you can see, here's the fit. And we also have the Ranger shorts, more of a little heavy duty workout shorts for things like outdoor running and stuff like that. So again, great time to buy 20% off everything in the store and have that brand new VFT line of workout apparel. So go grab yourself some. Link in the pinned comment description. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, so here's the full Trump, Melania, Epstein timeline. Okay, so we're checking for plausibilities for 2 Epstein claims, which Epstein himself said that he had slept with Melania a year before Trump did, and that Jeffrey Epstein also said the first time Melania and Trump were together was on Big E's Lolita Express. Uh-oh. 1987, Trump and Epstein meet. They are definitely best friends by 1992. 1989, Trump is on Robert Maxwell's yacht. Yes, Ghislaine's dad. 1990, Epstein visits Maxwell in London. 1991, Maxwell moves to New York and becomes linked to Big E. 1992, Maxwell is formally working for Big E. 93, Trump is on Epstein's flight logs for the first time. In June, he gets approved to turn Mar-a-Lago into a club.
I see you, Melissa, and I love you. Thank you, sis.
He is nearly bankrupt. Trump proposes to Marla Maples in December and marries her within weeks. Epstein attends the wedding, by the way. 94, Epstein brings 14-year-old Jane Doe to Mar-a-Lago, her story to meet Trump. All right, then here's where it all ties the story together. 1994, Paolo Zampoli funds ID models and meets Slovenian model Melania in Milan for a casting call. His story. 96, Melania now enters the U.S. and works possibly illegally with Paolo Zampoli as her agent. Zampoli says he got her an H-1B visa, or more likely that she was trafficked here by him, from the sounds of it. All right, and then 1998, Zampoli throws Melania a strange, lavish press conference in Paris with Slovenian media flown in. Zampoli then says days later introduces her to Trump. But let's remember, Zampoli is Ungaro's husband. And why is that so important? Well, because it's sounding like, and again, we don't know for sure, but the guy who trafficked Melania to Donald Trump is married or was married to Amanda Ungaro. So you can see how deeply tied she is to this entire thing with Trump, Dean, her husband, etc. Now, another big problem for Trump and Melania is that Melania's claims that she didn't have any relationship with either Big E or Maxwell have been completely debunked, unfortunately, by emails from Melania directly to Maxwell in 2002.
She appeared to reference an email as well, an email that has been published that is part of the files that have been released over a period of time. It's an email, I believe, from October 2002, an email that she is alleged to have written to Ghislaine Maxwell, the partner of Jeffrey Epstein.
And what did that email say? Dear G, how are you? Nice story about JE in New York Mag. You look great on the picture. I know you are very busy flying all around the world. How was Palm Beach? I cannot wait to go down. Give me a call when you're back in New York. Have a great time. Love, Melania. Now, that doesn't sound like an email between two people who don't know each other. That seems like an email between two people who are pretty good friends, doesn't it? Now, Donald Trump was asked his thoughts about Melania's press conference, and here's what he said. So,
really quick, I want to bring this person up because this is a weird-ass flex, bro. Look, if everybody's going to latch on to saying that everybody in power in our country are chomos, can't even figure out how to say chomo correctly, then it's revolution, right? Why don't y'all start saying that? Or are you afraid of losing your channels? Yeah, let me just commit federal fucking crimes over the internet, you fucking retard. Let me commit federal crimes over the internet knowing that the feds watch my channel, that they're actively using AI to monitor everybody's channels right now. Let me commit federal crimes on camera so that I can make you think I'm a tough guy. Are you fucking... I almost said a word. You got me wanting to say slurs, buddy. Take every single slur in the English language and apply it to yourself. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh, why don't you just commit federal crimes on the internet? Fucking retard. John's my homie, though. Love you, John. Grumpy Knuckles said, mother of my children looked down the barrel of a tool. Women scrap for their kiddos. Real talk. That's real as hell, dog. That's as real as it gets. Wolfie Conservative. Hi, JD. Also, bill in Australia will allow police powers to arrest anyone who they think may or may not commit a crime, refusing to answer questions, 5 years in jail. This is where we were heading. This right here, Wolfie Conservative, is exactly where we were heading as a country. If we would have gotten Kamala into office, we would have been at this point, with our lack of freedom and our lack of First Amendment rights, with our lack of, we would have been there within that period of time before she got out of office. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we had a better option. I was violently opposed to the Biden administration what they did the entire time. And I was very vocal about it. But I would be a disingenuous human being if I wasn't looking into what was going on the other side as well. Because I'm just going to tell you right now, you guys, whether you're in Australia or whether you're in America, you deserve better leaders than what we are getting. We are getting weapons grade, military issue, industrial sized retards for leaders that can't lead worth a shit, that lie constantly, that are all about their pockets and getting inside of little kids, slurping on little kids, as my buddy Theo Vaughn would say. That's all they give a fuck about. They hate the people. They think we're peasants. They think that we're disposable tools. They cannot stand us. So for anybody, it's weird as fuck to me when people simp for these politicians. You're literally loyal to somebody that fucking hates you. Do you think the stripper likes you too? Run out of money, run out of something you can do for them, and then see how much they fucking like you, dog. Like, it's so weird. And that's what you're saying is exactly where we would be at. And we would have millions and millions and millions more people who should not be in our country here from third world countries that don't understand how to live in a high trust Western society, bro. And our culture would be right out the fucking window. So I'm not saying we had great fucking options. I'm saying I've never in my lifetime felt like we had great options. Personally, when I look back at it, I think that the last great fucking president that we had in this country was JFK. And if you want to ask me what proof do I have of that? Well, they fucking killed him for it, bro. They fucking killed him for it. He was such a good president that they took his ass out. And you know, maybe Trump had intentions of being a better president when he went in there and actually putting the American people first, draining the swamp. And maybe he got in there and they're like, we're going to JFK you, bro, unless you drain Netanyahu's balls on a daily basis. I don't know. All I know is the actions and the words don't meet up. And talk is fucking cheap, motherfucker. What are you doing for the American people? They're the ones who put you there. Seriously. Melissa, yo, big love to you from me and Jax, sis. Roman Wolf Gaming. Found woman sim on YouTube. Need your reaction. Okay, we'll look that up when we get to a breaking point, brother. Janelson. Dude, is that a Frenchie? Hey, JD, love you. Thanks for all you do. I don't know if that's a Frenchie or if that's like a pity. That's a beautiful dog, though. Love you, sis. Grumpy Nut said, lol, we seen the heads jacked on the tier. Them heads and the M heads and C heads always find a way to win. That's big facts, dog. Big facts. Dom said, Dominar, it's so good to see you, brother. Be careful, people. Once you go JD, you will never go back. Oh, man. Love you, buddy. Celine said, JD, what's up, dog? How are you? Also hyped at the end of May on or after my birthday. I'm getting my concealed carry. Only have to do range time. Everyone, please stay safe and stay strapped because Storm is here. That's what is up. Hell yes. You know, I'm looking into right now getting my Second Amendment rights back. It turns out that the state of Oregon actually has a process to get your Second Amendment rights back. I'm also in the process of getting all of my felonies in the state of Oregon expunged. But you can, even as a felon, get your rights back to carry a gun and to get it concealed in the state of Oregon. The only thing you can't do is buy because you have to be able to pass a federal background check to be able to buy it. But I'll be able, if I get it, if I win, I'll be able to carry concealed. And that would be wonderful because I get a lot of death threats, a lot of death threats. And I would like to be able to protect myself and my family more than what I am legally allowed to carry right now.
Until then, I'll protect you, babe.
That's my girl. She got her Second Amendment rights. Francis, thank you so much. Melissa, JD, I love your podcast. You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much, sis. I love having you here. Thank you for being here. I want to just let you guys know, we're going to start doing regularly scheduled lives instead of just, I know I've had a lot of people complaining that, you never know when I'm going to go live because I'm kind of ADHD. I'm like a ferret on crystal meth in a microwave and I just jump on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say that I'm not still going to jump on randomly. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do regularly scheduled lives every Wednesday and every Saturday. Every Wednesday and every Saturday, same JD time, same JD channel. We're going to start at 6 o'clock PST. That would be 9 o'clock EST. We're going to be doing lives. Actually, let's ask the chat. What do you guys like better? Should we do it at 6 or should we do it at 5? Do you want earlier or later? My whole thing is that, I know a lot of the time people can't make it if it's at 5 because some people might be, on their way home from work or whatever. So I want people to be able to tune in. Should lives be, let's just do, if you want earlier, like if you want 5 o'clock, then vote yes. If you want 6 o'clock, vote no. Because I want to know what you guys want, because I want as many people as possible to be able to, I don't want to fucking leave anybody out because they're like, man, I'm stuck in this fucking traffic on my way home from work. I know a lot of us got work. A lot of us got shit going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tyler, love you, big dog. Hey, JD, one love from South Texas. My mother, a GWAT vet, and I are watching together. Big respect to Tyler and his mother. Thank you so much for your service. We love you and we appreciate and honor you here. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and you'll always have my support. Make pedophiles afraid again. Wood Chipper 2028, my dog. Love you guys. Bobby Lynn said, at 60, bro, I'm eating Flomax like Skittles. Hey, we're prescription pals, bro. I'm on that Flomax too. You know what I'm saying? Big love to you, Bobby. I'm so glad that you're here with us tonight. Grumpy Nut said, we knew what you was in for. Yeah, in the way you were here for fraud. Lying to OGs about your charges is a nice pass to Valhalla. That's the thing, man. And a lot of people are like, why don't you just lie about your charges if you're in there for diddling kids, sniffing diapers and fucking doing weird shit? Because when we find out, and we always find out, then we're fucking you up for lying too. First, you're getting fucked up for being a pedophile. Then you getting fucked up for lying on top of it. It's a bad deal, muchacho. You know what I'm saying? Give us any reason. We're looking for any reason. Any minor disrespect, we're coming at your neck. That's how it is in prison.
President Trump revealed that he had absolutely no idea that Melania Trump was going to address the nation about Big E. Trump said he was in a meeting about the war and could not speak further. All he said was, she didn't know him. She never knew Big E, even though we've got dozens of pictures of them together. And, well, what it's sounding like is that she knew Big E really, really well for a...
Jax, would you ever do a press conference without me knowing about it as my wife?
Only if I was getting ready to leave you.
Fuck, is that what that means?
I mean, I'm not going to speak for her. I'm just saying for myself.
Holy shit, dog. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't imagine making a big move like that without my wife knowing. She's my partner. She's my best friend. We talk about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? DB in Boise, what's up, man? Curious if you have reoccurring dreams, and if so, are they related to current events happening in the world or topics you cover on your channel? Here's the thing is I don't have reoccurring dreams, but sometimes the stuff, brother, I'm going to be real honest with you guys. This is going to be a vulnerable JD moment. I know you guys think I'm the biggest, toughest, baddest guy on the planet. I have to research a lot of stuff that really fucking sucks, you guys. Like, I have to research stuff about kids getting hurt, kids getting tortured, animals getting hurt, the elderly being terrible things, bro. Terrible things. And sometimes that shit do be popping up in my dreams. And I'm not going to lie, I get uncomfortable, nightmarish type dreams about stuff when I read certain stuff. That's why it takes me so long to react to certain things. Like, I know that there's a really big case right now, and I reported on it when it first came out about the FedEx truck driver who took the little girl. But then I made the fucking mistake of listening to the audio of what he did to her because he covered up the camera in his truck. And I went to go fucking record about it. And like, I turned into a puddle of purple puppy piss, bro. because it deeply affected me. And, you know, some of these things really do affect me, brother. Some of these things genuinely do affect me. I'm not going to lie. You know, as tough as I think I might be, because I've lived through some really gnarly shit, bro. When it comes to kids and animals and elderly people getting hurt, it really do fuck me up, bro. It really do. Patrick said, bro, I just wanted to say thanks. I watched so many of your early videos and saw what you overcame. I used it in my life, and now I'm over 15 months sober. You keep it real. Thanks again. Brother, I am so proud of you, dog. I am so proud of you. 15 months is such a huge accomplishment, man. I am genuinely, congratulations. And thank you for giving me some sort of accolades, brother, but you did that. You did that. You made those choices. You walked that walk. You did the work. And I'm just fucking proud of you, brother. Grumpy Knuckles said, they don't understand the mindset of a number, bro. Why we want to go back in, dog? Leave us alone, homie. We seen it all. We don't get away. They do. And that's big facts, dude. Like, just leave motherfuckers like me and Grumpy Knuckles and some of these other cats alone. I'm sure it's the same with veterans, bro. I'm just out here trying to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with nobody. I don't hurt nobody. You back me into a corner, I'm retarded. You can find out. And then I'm gonna go back in. And I don't want to go back in. That's why I keep my fucking nose in my own business other than doing content. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out and fuck with nobody. I don't really like, I hang out with like 4 people. And that's across this entire fucking nation, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see people in public, I'm always stoked. I took pictures with multiple people today. I hugged it out with multiple people today. I got to kick it and, you know, talk with people for, you know, I spent probably what, Jax? I spent like an hour and a half talking to people while we were out today that I got to meet. But like when it comes down to like, you know, people that I actually go out and do shit with, because I know that they're not trying to get into shit, bro. It's not that I don't like people. It's just like, bro, if I go out with you, are you going to do something that's going to land me back in prison, dog? I keep to myself for the most part, dog. That's what it is, man. Mike Zero Source said, have you looked into former FBI special agent in charge Ted Gunderson yet? If not, I strongly recommend you do. Why does that sound so fucking familiar, Mike? By the way, I love you, bro. I'm glad you're here today. JD the Bot Guy. It's not about politics. Anybody who hurts kids needs to visit Mr. Chippy Feet first. That is a true fact right there, my friend. And I need to get with you. I need to talk to you about possibly doing some wood chipper shoes, brother. I heard you might have the plug on being able to make some shoes just like them unsub brothers of mine are doing. I'd love to figure out a way to make some fucking wood chipper shoes, bro. So me and you need to get with, I'll get with you on X about that, bro. Serenity Gaming Studio. See the Eric Swalwell SA video yet? He's done for. So look, I actually got some shit on Eric Swalwell primed up. I haven't seen a video of him actually saying anybody. I seen a video of him and another dude on a bed with a lady of the night in between the two of them. And he was getting grabby and shit. I don't know if I can show that on here or not. There was no nudity. There was no peckers, no pecker queefs, no ginas, no bubes, no nothing like that. But they might be upset if I show that. But I've got a lot of stuff queued up about Eric Swalwell. You know, it turns out that a friend of mine, and by friend I mean we're mutuals on social media, Representative Anna Paulina Luna out of the state of Florida, the great state of Florida, the free state of Florida. She's actually going after Eric. And I believe she's going after Tony Gonzalez as well. She wants them kicked out of fucking Congress, bro. She's not taking no shit no more, bro. Old Train Instinctimoto. Yeah, love the content, bro. I've been trying to wake our Christian brothers and sisters up from Christian Zionist propaganda. I'm Roman Catholic. Dude, that is going to be one of the biggest, most fundamental issues going on in our country in the following years, bro. That's going to be one of the main things that we're going to need to be able to do is we're going to need to take a real hard look at our relationship with our greatest ally, how that's intertwined with a lot of our religious beliefs. And we're going to have to start asking ourselves, what is really going on here? People are starting to notice in record numbers, and the noticing is real encouraging, man. I'm really, really happy about the noticing, but it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets any better, brother.
About a year before she met Trump, as in maybe Trump got Big E's sloppy seconds. Well, we don't know for sure yet, but I imagine with Amanda Ungaro coming out with a tell-all interview on this that we're probably going to find out. So now this is all starting to make a little bit more sense. What we may find out is that Melania was with Big E for a year before she was ever with Donald Trump. And man, that sure isn't the story that they've been told, but it kind of makes sense. Doesn't this kind of feel like the same vibe?
But I want to say one thing to the American people.
I never had a relationship with Epstein.
I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never.
These images and stories are completely false.
And I need to go back to work for the American people. Thank you.
So yes, what a lot of people thought was the case here is this does feel like a get ahead of it PR stunt, right? Try to shift the narrative before, I don't know, someone like Amanda Ungaro, Melania Trump's best friend, comes out and tells all. Now, of course, MAGA is going to smear her as a liar, that she's out for money and all sorts of these different things. But the pictures are all here and we can see for ourselves what was actually going on. Now, another thing to add to this, which I didn't realize, that Melania Trump is actually disliked almost as much as her own husband. Yes, Melania has made history as she just came in at the lowest approval rating for a first lady in U.S. history. As you can see here by CNN polls, and we know Donald Trump loves CNN polls the best. He says they're the most accurate polls. Remember when he said when he had 100% support of MAGA on that CNN poll? So keep in mind, CNN poll, Trump said it himself. Melania Trump's net favorability rating, lowest ever in percentage points. Back in May of 2018, it was plus 30. Now, minus 12.
See, I disagree. And I'm just going to put this out here. Like, I don't know what type of weird shit may or may not have transpired, but like, as she puts herself out there, Melania puts herself out there with a presence of grace. I think she's very put together. I think she's a hell of a lot better than Big Mike. I don't dislike Melania Trump. I have questions about what actually transpired. I don't know what the whole story is, but I don't dislike Melania Trump. Those polls, I know that Donald Trump just recently gave CNN polls saying that they were very accurate when they said that MAGA had 100% approval rating with MAGA. But yeah, no, I'm nah. Rock Daddy said it's not nice to pick on any first lady unless it's Michael. Oh man, yeah. How the fuck did we get all the way through that? And it still hasn't been, like, nobody's really verified the dong, bro. How do we get this far without anybody verified? Nobody has pecker checked Big Mike. Jax?
I am not going to speak on that. Nope.
You're a woman.
Fuck
I can't do it. You could go pecker check Big Mike.
What?
Right?
I don't want to see any peckers that don't belong to you.
Well, not see it. Just go up and give it a little grab.
I'm
You're
not
like,
touching
pretend you're
that are
tripping.
yours.
Pretend you're tripping.
No, that's sexual assault.
Never mind. Never mind. That was a bad idea I just had, you guys. See, this is why I love my beautiful wife. She tells me when my ideas are bad. So a lot of it's very, very torn in the polls between 5 and 6, but the majority rules, the majority wins. It looks like we are going to stay at 6 o'clock for our lives, and the lives are consistently going to be from here on out. Wednesday and Saturday nights, we're going to be doing our consistent lives that are scheduled so that you can absolutely know that we are going to be doing lives come hell or high water on those nights. We're going to have things ready to go. But then also, we're going to be doing random pop-up lives like we've been doing. But I just feel like there's so many people that are like, I never know when you're going live. So at least 2 times a week, you'll know when we're going live. It's going to be 6 o'clock PST, 9 o'clock EST on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Andrew Burbaker said, that backfired, JD. She's your wife. She's trying to keep you accountable. She always keeps me accountable, homie. I'm going to be real with you, man. I come up with some dumbass shit, bro. I really do, man. My wife is a saint. She's been keeping me out of trouble ever since we met. I would not have made it through house arrest, 2 years of house arrest, without Jax, because there were many times where I was trying to do something valiant, but it would have taken me out of where I was supposed to go. One night, Graves was so drunk. He called me. He called us at like 4 a.m. and I pick up my phone. I'm like, what's going on? Because I was asleep, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't party no more. And it's Saturday night, and he's like, bro, I don't know where I am. I need help. And I'm like, shit, I'll get in the car. I'm on house arrest. I don't have a driver's license. I can't get in the fucking car.
You will not get in my car.
Yeah, that's real.
I was ready to fight. I was ready to throw down. I barricaded you. I was like, there's no way.
So,
I'm going to go out and find them.
Listen, I'm like, Graves, where are you, bro? I'll get you an Uber right now. And he's like, I don't fucking know where I am, bro. I can't see shit. There's just sand everywhere. And I'm like, are you at the beach?
Go the other direction.
And I'm like, he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, go towards the street, bro. And he's like, I don't know which way is the street. I'm like, does one way have lights and the other way sounds like? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, go towards the fucking light, bro. Fucking crazy, dog, right? And
get your baby sea turtle on, son.
So look, man, like no more than 5 minutes after I get off the phone with him, my PO randomly shows up at a time she'd never shown up before. And I think that was God testing me and showing me to listen to this woman. When this woman speaks, I listen to this woman, bro. Like dead ass. Because I one time fucking up, if I'd been out at 4:20 in the morning on house arrest, I would have gone to prison for that.
Oh, yeah. And that judge at the sentencing, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but he looked right at him and he goes, if you mess up, I will bury you. You will spend every day that I would have sentenced you. And it was like decades.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
So
it was crazy.
My cucumbers made quite a strange accusation that I'm not wearing pantaloons. And, you know, sometimes I may or may not wear pants because I do like to wear shorts. But today I'm wearing all the way pants, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm all the way wearing pants today. So I just proved it to you guys. I am actually wearing pants, despite what homie is saying in the chat. That'd be a little weird. I think maybe he was trying to say I'm naked underneath the old desk. I am definitely not naked. That is not me. I'm not a weirdo, bro. I'm not a gooner. I have a wife. I have zero need to goon. I definitely wouldn't do it on a live stream, bro. This is not OnlyFans. I am not one of those dudes.
Oof. Ouch. Now, let's see what the internet has to say about all this.
Okay, so if you want to see the rest of Valhalla's video, which I highly recommend because all his videos are always fuego, I recommend that you go look him up. That's Valhalla VFT right here on YouTube. I don't want to play his whole video out of respect for him. He did tell me go ahead and do whatever you want. I really appreciate that and everything. But I did want to show you. Let's see. We're actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to switch over to X because there's some good stuff over there that I was just looking at. But I think I kind of want to switch tracks. Now, listen, I understand that I'm losing subscribers for, you know, I got a lot of subscribers, you guys, when I was talking shit about Antifa. And I absolutely still talk shit about Antifa. And a lot of people assume if you're talking shit about retarded weirdos in the streets with their peckers hanging out of their skirts, that you are a MAGA or a Trump supporter. And I've always told you guys, I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm for the American people and whatever makes sense for the American people. I'm not on anybody's fucking cult, bro. I'm not doing that. So I understand that every time that I speak out about stuff that people are going to be like, oh no, he's questioning Trump. Oh no, I'm going to lose some subscribers. I'm cool with that, bro. I'm cool with that because I believe that there are plenty of people that are level-headed, that are Americans, that are looking at objectively at what's happening in their country and they're pissed off like I am. And those will be my people. And so I'm totally cool with that. If this is not for you because you just can't stomach the idea of questioning the dude that's in charge right now, I totally understand. And that's fine. And no beef, no problems. But that's not going to be me. That's definitely not going to be me. And I'll love you whether you stay or not. I hope the best for you. We're all the people, and in my opinion, it's us versus these weird lizard pedos. So that's my stance. But yes, I am aware that I will lose subscribers. Now, I wanted to bring this up from old boy Alex Jones. Y'all remember Alex Jones, the make the freaking frogs gay guy? Well, he's been recently attacked. He's been recently attacked by Donald Trump, as well as Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. And whether or not you agree with Tucker and Alex and Candace, very generic attacks. And I want to hear just a minute of what Alex said, because Alex was one of Trump's most staunch supporters. So I want you guys to see what some of his most staunch supporters are saying. Another one, Thomas Massey, was really on the same shit as Trump until Trump started not exposing pedophiles. And by not exposing, I mean helping the cover up. You know what I'm saying? If you're not actively working to expose pedophiles when you have that power and opportunity, then you're covering up for them and not doing what's right by the American people. And now, since Thomas Massey pushed to have the Epstein files put out, that was the line where Donald Trump started attacking Massey. And that was very clear to me. It was the same thing with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I didn't like Marge until she started standing up for the Epstein survivors and trying to get accountability and transparency. I called her Dog the Bounty Hunter on many occasions. But, it's funny how he will attack people who agree with him on 99% of shit. But if you speak out against pedophiles, if you speak out against war in Iran, if you speak out against Israel, you are now Trump's enemy. And he'll talk shit about you. He'll talk shit about your wife like he did with Joe Kent. He'll talk shit about your IQ. And these are people that he's spoken strongly for the whole time.
I'm just going to scorch earth Trump to get him back on track. Only way to do it is to go after him viciously. You've already shed all over me. And if you try to rub it in, I just, at that point, I don't care anymore. So if you think I've been coming after you, if you think that I'm trying to get clicks by attacking you so the Democrats that don't buy anything from me and don't like me want to put me in jail, if you think I've been on your ass, say one more thing out of your mouth. And Laura Loomer, send him this, okay? One more thing. When I've gone through hell back in your ass because you were the lesser of two evils, then I'm going to show you how to cow eat the cabbage.
How about instead of saying, say one more thing, that's like the dude who's like, touch me, bro. Touch me, bro. Touch me, bro. Touch me, bro. Just run it, bro. Just fucking run it. Heart check. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about it. Be about it. Run up or shut up. Talk shit, spit blood, motherfucker. Do what you got to do, homie. He already said plenty about you. He talked cash shit on your ass. Do something, Alex. Say what you got to say, big dog. Say it with your chest.
Do one more thing. You should be kissing my ass. But instead, you shed all over me and rub it in. I'm not looking for a fight, but if you want one, you came to the right place.
This dude's wild.
So I'm like a rattlesnake. They're not a really aggressive snakes. Water moccasins come after you and bite you. Cobras come after you. I'm like rattlesnakes trying to get away. I'm like, hey, leave me alone. Hey, please don't step on me. God, that really hurts. Please stop. Oh, your daddy's over here. Let me step on your mommy. Let me step on your kids. And I'm just like, all right. I'm like Darth Vader looking at Emperor Palpatine, looking like Skywalker. I'm like, all right. I'm going to politically throw you down the reactor shaft in 2 seconds.
I'm going to politically throw you down the reactor shaft. Dog, my guy, why did you have to do the whole family metaphor with rattlesnakes? I'm going to step on your mom. I'm going to step on your dad. I'm going to step on your kids. What the fuck, bro? That was wild. Somebody said he's schizophrenia in the chat. Yeah, that might be the thing, bro. That might be the thing. That's crazy. That's wild. Anybody who says TDS, Mike Air, I automatically just assume that you're fucking retarded, dog. There's two types of TDS. There's people that have Trump derangement syndrome. I acknowledge that's a real thing. And there's people that have Trump devotion syndrome. I just assume you're in the latter. I don't want to be any type of TDS. I praise Trump when he does something good, and when he does something that's fucked up and not in the betterment of the American people, I call his fucking fat ass out, just like I did with Joe Biden, just like I did with Obama. If you can't be morally consistent, if you can't be consistent across the board, I assume you're mentally fucking retarded, dog. That's what it is. That's what it is, big dog. You know, I really don't care. So I just wanted to show you guys that intro on Alex, because he's wild. Like, this is the thing, you guys. Whether you agree with Alex Jones or not, he's always entertaining. He makes it entertaining. Make the freaking frogs gay, frogs gay, frogs gay type shit, bro. That's some big dick energy. This I thought was super wild. The Iranian Lego videos, but I watched this and I was like, holy shit, bro.
Don't fight it, Donnie. We've been bonded since the 90s. We don't want those tapes to come out now, do we? Call Tucker low IQ. Tell them that Candace is unattractive. Oh, and call Alex Jones a nut job.
I've given you war. I've given you chaos. I've done everything you've asked me to.
Asked? Silly Donnie. I don't ask. Baby, it's me. He's gone. I'm in charge now. You'll get everything. The wars, the money, all of it. Now about these tapes.
I got that.
So, like, look, sometimes the AI slop really annoys me. I thought that was really well done, though. And so if you guys didn't get it, like, part of what they're talking about here is, like, it just recently came out, and we talked about this on the last live. It was crazy that it was actually Benny Johnson that did a video on this, too, because Benny usually is really just, like, 100% with the narrative. But, like, even Benny Johnson was reporting on this. So the White House had released that Bibi Netanyahu and some of his people had come over and they had given Trump a briefing on why they wanted him to go to war with Iran, right? They said that it would be an easy regime change. They said that it would be like a 2-day operation. They gave him all of this information and they listened to it. And then the next day he talked to his cabinet and they all advised him, they're full of shit, dog. This is not going to be what they're saying. We should not do this. Do not engage, homie. Get out of that inmate. Don't do it. Don't do it, right? And he went ahead and did it anyway. And so that, like, really clearly, Joe Kent was a part of that meeting. So when Joe Kent came out and said that we went to war for Israel, it's exactly what he was talking about. And then they started attacking Joe Kent, saying that he was compromised. No, bitch. Joe Kent was just on that real shit. He was just talking about exactly what the fuck happened. And that's crazy, dude. That's crazy as fuck. So that's a little bit of what was going on behind the scenes on that. And like, look, why is this dude Trump's best friend now? Why is this dude the dude that is, like Trump's boy, bro? Trump and Lindsey Graham, this 70-year-old dude who's been single his entire life, doesn't have no kids, is an evangelical Zionist. Like, why is this Trump's boy?
What's your
bro?
reaction to hearing what Donald Trump says?
Disgusted. Well, I want to talk to the Trump supporters for a minute. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you like this guy. I think what you like about him, he appears to be strong when the rest of us are weak. He's a very successful businessman, and he's going to make everything great. He's going to take all the problems of the world and put them in a box and make your life better. That's what he's selling. Here's what you're buying. He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. He doesn't represent my party. He doesn't represent the values that the men and women who wear the uniform are fighting for. I've been in the Air Force for 33 years. I retired this June. He's the ISIL Man of the Year, by the way. Just got back from Iraq a week ago this Monday.
I know. We interviewed you live from there. You were with Senator John McCain, and you were going into Iraq to get a status report. What were they saying there about all of this?
The military leadership and the diplomatic corps. Now, we have young men and women in harm's way all over the world, particularly in the Mideast. They were concerned about this rhetoric because the enemy will use it against us. So what was a concern last week has to be DEFCON 4 this week.
So basically, this is Graham not too long ago calling Trump a race-baiting bigot. Now, Graham was a never Trump guy, just like old J.D. Vance was a never Trump guy, just like old Mark Levin was a never Trump guy. All these people that are in his inner circle now used to be never Trump guys. And they're all, big Israel guys. And now all of a sudden, that's the new MAGA. Lindsey Graham, Mike Huckabee, Randy Fine, Mark Levin, Laura Loomer. This is the new MAGA. You used to have Tucker Carlson. You used to have fucking, Thomas Massey, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You used to have these people that, you know what I'm saying? For better or worse, they're out there. They're actually doing some work. Massey and Greene did some great work to get us the Epstein files. We would not have them without Massey and Greene. They fought with Ro Khanna, who's a Democrat, but he did something based. I'm going to give people their flowers regardless of what their political affiliations are. If they're out there chasing pedophiles and trying to keep kids safe, I'm going to give you your attaboy on that, big dog. Get that shit. But, the new MAGA is weird as fuck to me, bro. This dude was recently seen wandering around Disneyland with his damn mouth open with a pink Disney princess wand in his hand, looking at little kids like, tongue half hanging out of his mouth. He's a weird motherfucker, bro. I'm not with that shit at all whatsoever. And he's super bought out by Izzy, dog. I don't fuck with it. He was literally on TV saying, I'm going back to my home state of North Carolina. I'm going to tell everybody, you got to send your kids to war for Israel. We got to defend our greatest ally, Israel. Send your kids to a desert to die for Israel. How about fucking no? How about absolutely the fuck not? So it's weird that this is like Trump's boy now, in my opinion. It makes me fatigued. I'm not going to lie. Little fatigued with what's going on. Yeah, Lady Graham, bro. Old fucking Lady Lindsey Grinder Graham and Larry Loomer are his people now. So, oh my God. I don't even think I could play that. That might be too much. This, I think, is fucking incredible, phenomenal work. We know that Donald Trump called Alex Jones low IQ. This is JP Spears. I don't know if you guys know who JP is. This is JP Spears and Alex Jones in response to him being called low IQ and a nut job.
Do you do IQ test here?
Yep, that's what we do.
Okay, because I think I need one.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Why do you need one?
Well, I've had some people lately telling me I have a low IQ.
Ooh, shots fired. Gosh, who's been telling you that?
Well, some people online have been telling me that, like the president, and even my dogs are looking at me a little bit condescendingly now.
Well, we'll find out. So with this IQ test, I'll just ask you a series of simple, really common sense questions, and you just give me your best answer.
I'm kind of a little bit nervous right now.
Oh, yeah, you should be, because if you turn out to be what some would call a low IQ nut job, then you're pretty much a lost cause.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
All right, first question. Which word doesn't belong? Apple, banana, carrot, orange.
Is it carrot?
Very good, because it's not a fruit and all. It's clever. Next question. Who would be considered more of a traitor to their country? Person A, who receives $230 million from a foreign lobby, or person B, who receives $0 from a foreign lobby?
Clearly person A.
Wrong.
Come on, that's got to be correct.
Next, hypothetical question. If a country has a major shipping waterway that you want to have open, and it's currently open, but they'll close it if you go to war, what would be a smart way to ensure that waterway stays open?
You don't go to war with them.
No, not even close. I mean, common sense would say go to war with that country and stay at war with that country as a way of putting pressure on them to reopen it after they've closed it because you went to war with them.
Are you playing with a full deck?
I don't play cards, but thanks for asking. Oh, and this is a good one. If you had the desire to take down an international pedophile ring, what would be the best way to follow through on that desire?
Well, you launch a full investigation. using every means necessary, and then you prosecute those bastards the fullest extent of the law.
Wrong. No. You would launch an effort to prevent any investigations and prosecutions.
That can't be right.
Well, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
These questions are kind of weird.
Oh, I assure you, these are standardized IQ test questions, sir. Next question. Here's a scenario. You got a person, they work for America and America only. What country does that person work for?
America?
That's incorrect. They work for Iran. Next question. Who's more beautiful as a woman? France's First Lady, or maybe man, or Candace Owens?
Candace Owens?
No.
Have you seen France's First Lady?
I would totally do her. If she had an OnlyFans, I would subscribe. Any reasonable man would. Okay, how would you describe?
There's going to be a dick, bro. That's going to be a big no for me. There's that thing has a dick. I'm gonna have to pass on the dick, brother.
What America first means?
Putting America's interests first above any other foreign nation.
No, you're actually describing anti-Semitism. Yuck. Okay, last question. What year did we first land on the moon?
We've never been to the moon.
No, we've been to the moon. We go all the time. Well, your test is complete. I've never seen a score like this before.
What'd I get?
You got an IQ of 65.
Is that high?
No, that's a very low IQ.
That's sub-Somalian right there. That's crazy.
My life is literally ruined. He was right.
Who was right?
Just don't worry about that now. My big question is, what am I going to do with my life now that I've learned that I am so stupid?
Well, just remember, you're also a nut job. But yeah, you're pretty screwed. Really, the only option I can give low IQ people such as yourself is to like go off and open a Somali daycare.
I am completely devastated. Oh my God. Are you talking about that creature that looks like from the Lord of the Rings, the goblin thing that stumbles around beside Macron, whatever it is? You're saying she's beautiful? Okay. Beautiful to a gremlin, maybe.
That was fucking fire. I loved every one of those questions. That was absolutely incredible. What did you guys think? We need to talk about the Eric Swalwell thing here. But before we get into that, I want to give a little recap on this because I found today, this is crazy. If you're not up on this, this dude showed up at a random dude's house in California, and watch how this situation progresses. This is insane. After this original video that a lot of people have seen, we have the follow-up video. Check this out.
Hello?
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door.
Bro almost fell down and broke his whole shit, dog. He kicked the door in flip-flops trying to kick it in and fell down the stairs. That is beauty and grace at the same time. Trench coat and flip-flops. Dude with straight up Ben Shapiro eyebrows falling backwards. That is amazing. I want to know, let me know in the chat, would you open the door for this dude, yes or no?
Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
open
leave...
this fucking door. Open this door, I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
Leave my house. You don't...
Are you okay? Is everyone in this house okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
Jasmine Rose, great to have you in the chat. We have one of the moderators from Valhalla VFT over here hanging out with us. Good to see you, sis.
Can you leave my house, please?
You open the door, please.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong in this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the fucking door. No, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
Wow. That was lit. Holy shit, you guys. Harry Dresden. I'm shooting through that bitch, dog. I'm shooting through that bitch. Anybody else shooting through their door? I'm shooting all the way through that fucking door, bro. Absolutely the fucking. You broke my bell, you flagrant homosexual. I'm shooting you. So that didn't go too well. Jax is over here plugging an ear. Now we have the video from the inside because this dude is smart, like I am, and he has Ring cameras inside his house as well in case some known weirdo shows up and gets into your house. You'll actually know. And we have the inside of the house Ring camera footage, which is just as crazy.
Where the fuck is she? Huh?
Bro, I just gotta say, man, the Demon Slayer shirt with the flip-flops and the sweatpants and the trench coat, this dude is a cold fashionista, bro. This dude is a serious fashion mogul. He makes major moves in this fit right here, bro. He is dripping.
Victor, you around? Huh? You like raping little girls, bitch? Huh?
So he's accusing him of hard-R-ing little girls. He's definitely not stable. Let's see how this turns out.
Fucking try me, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me? You might. Get the fuck out of my fucking house! You think you can fucking shot me, motherfucker? I will save that little girl, you bitch! There's no fucking... You fucking liar! I can hear her! I can fucking hear her! Look at you, bitch! You son of a... I'll fucking kill you! I'll fucking kill you! Man, hurry the fuck up, because I'm gonna drag his ass out. I'm telling you. Who are you talking to, bitch? Who are you talking to, bro? Get the fuck, stand on the fucking ground. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Bro, who just said he looks like Cam Higbee? Who, William?
Get the fuck out of my house. I know you're screaming. There's no one up there. Get the fuck out of my third room, bro. Walk the fuck out. What's the third room? Walk the fuck out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. What's the third room? I'm giving you a fucking chance. Get the fuck out of my house. What's the third room, bro? I'm telling you, get the fuck out of my house. Please. Just answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms, man. I don't know who you are. You better get the street at 1797 Co-op Drive. I don't know who you're talking about, man. Why do I hear screaming? Are you military? Yes. Okay. Can you help me out? Okay. Yes. I understand what you're going through right now. Yes. Can you step outside? Yes, sir. Thank you. Will. Thank you for asking. There's something going on this street, bro. Bro, everything's fine. Please step outside. Okay. Well, sit there. Sit on the ground, please. Yes, sir. Okay. How you doing today, sir? Don't move. Don't move. Sir.
Bro had a damn shovel. Bro had a damn shovel. This is California, man. Y'all motherfuckers in California need to get guns, dog. I'm telling you, y'all need guns. It's too crazy down there not to have guns. Florida crazy too, but everybody in Florida got a gun, dog. There's 10-year-old kids walking down the street with ARs in Florida, bro. Y'all need guns.
Yeah, if this had been a video in Florida, it would have been like 15 seconds long.
Yeah, it would definitely not have been as long, and I wouldn't be able to play it on here, bro. That would definitely not. He'd be leaking. Irish Bomb Squad's dead ass, bro. He'd be leaking like a motherfucker, bro. Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna get the LPDs.
Bro. How you doing? There's a little girl trapped in this house.
There's a little girl trapped in the house.
You got gloves?
Fairfield Police, is anybody inside? Let's just clear it.
Fairfield Police Department.
So as you can see, the police are coming inside to check out his claims. Clearly, the homeowner was like, yeah, I don't care. Go in and look at my house. Otherwise, they would have had to wait for a warrant. So they're coming in to look and see if there's a little girl. Somebody asked if I can own guns. No, I can't. Or do you carry a cap and ball pistol? I don't carry that gay shit, bro. No, absolutely not. I'm the only one in my house that doesn't have Second Amendment rights, though. If you come to my house, my wife will blast you right the fuck back out, bro. Absolutely not. But no, felons in the state of Oregon can't carry. People are going to tell you you could carry a fucking musket, bro. Just muzzle load that bitch, bro. That's absolutely fucking not real. You can absolutely you'll get the same charge for having that as you would any other firearm. So if you're going to carry a firearm and you're going to be illegally carrying, don't be walking around with some fucking rinky-dink fucking, I've got a ball and cap gun and this is legal as a felon. It's not, dog. Just, you're going to take the same charge. Fucking carry a real thing. Don't illegally carry guns, by the way. I don't. Y'all think the cops find a little girl?
They said they were not inside. Fairfield Police Department. Copy.
Oh, look at that. Nobody else in the house. And in fact, they arrested that Millhouse looking motherfucker. And he's in a lot of trouble for that. He's in a lot of trouble. So let's look at this Eric Swalwell situation, because this is getting really weird. Eric Swalwell is he a congressman or a senator out of California? He's running against my friend Chad Bianco for governor of California. He's running for governor of California, and a lot of bad stuff has just come out against him. Former staffer says Rep. Eric Swalwell hard-R'd her, bro. So this has just come out.
Decided to ask him to meet me for a drink. And I did this because I was so far removed from what had happened in 2019. I felt safe because I was established. I had a partner. I felt more secure that I could have a strictly professional relationship with this person. After that bar closed, we went to another. I went to the bathroom and I don't remember anything after that.
You don't remember anything?
I remember the next day, I can see flashes of that evening of him on top of me pushing him off, him grabbing me. It was a lot more aggressive. It was aggressive.
Did you say no?
Yes, I said no. In my flash that I can recall, I was pushing him off of me saying no.
And what did he do?
He didn't stop.
He didn't stop. And you woke up the next morning?
I woke up alone in his hotel room. I, for a moment, didn't even know I was in his hotel room. That's how intoxicated I was. And I called my mom, the only person I could think that could help me.
And we were able to corroborate that by speaking with friends and family she confided in, reviewing photos and screenshots of contemporaneous text messages. And we also reviewed a message from her medical provider the week after she received the pregnancy and STD tests, calling her a, quote, survivor.
Okay, so that is one of 4 women that have come out against this dude. 1 out of 4 women. And everybody is calling for this dude to be removed from office. And in fact, I know that we've talked about Anna Paulina Luna. Here she is with her video about this situation.
So on Friday, I had my staff initiate the process and file or set the process to file motions for expulsions for multiple members of Congress, both Democrat and Republican. And I think even though Democrats and Republicans might have ideological differences, I think we should be able to all agree on the basics that maybe if you're, I don't know, sexually harassing or assaulting or have issues of domestic violence or you're stealing funds from FEMA, maybe you should not be in Congress, right? Like maybe it's time for you to go home and figure those issues out, not on taxpayer dollars. So
I want to ask you guys, who do you think the Republican that she's going after is? She said multiple, and she said Democrat and Republican. We know she's going after Swalwell or Swallowwell because she's been on a tirade about this, which is absolutely, by the way, 100% deserved. Swallowwell needs to be the fuck up out of here. But, you know, with this situation, who do you think the Republican is? Because I'm willing to bet she's filed a motion to get Tony Gonzalez out of there. If you don't know who Tony Gonzalez is, he is a Republican congressman out of the 23rd District of Texas. He was going to be running against my good friend Brandon Herrera until everything broke with the story about him having an illicit affair, even though he's married with like 8 kids from 12 different baby daddies at home and a wife. And this woman was married and all the text messages came out. This woman ended up, unfortunately, taking her own life through lighting herself on literal fucking fire because of what Tony Gonzalez did to her and how it ruined her life. So I would assume that's the Republican she's talking about, if not others as well.
yes, I am going to be bringing forward the motion to expel Eric Swalwell next week. And I think that this is going to trigger other motions. And you know what? Bring it. It's time. This is way overdue. I think that this is just the bare minimum that we can deliver for the American people is not tolerate public corruption in the House of Representatives. This is not rocket science. This is basic 101. Most people go to jail over this. So it's time for these people to go. So yes, I'll be voting to expel members of Congress. And I hope my colleagues join me. We need 2/3 of the vote.
So she's also done other things recently. Like she was one of the people that voted for that bill that they had that would have exposed the slush fund, because in Congress and Senate, if you have a sexual harassment, a sexual assault, or any of that type of lawsuit, they have allocated funds from our taxpayer dollars to pay these people off to make sure that it never comes out. The person who said they're unsubbing and saying goodbye, you're not important, homie. You never were. I know you have delusions of grandeur. You think people care or that we'd even notice. So you wanted to make sure that you announced that you were unsubbing. I'm sure it's really hard for you to hear that people might be held accountable for sexual assault. I genuinely hope your hard drive gets checked. I hope that somebody rescues those little kids. I hope you go to prison. I hope that they take a broken broomstick with splinters on the end and they push your shit in, and that you get internal bleeding in all of your intestines. Every single one of your intestines, I hope that they get smoked, bro. I hope that you bleed out of your rectal cavity to the point where when they take you into medical, they're just like, this is a lost cause. There's not a tampon big enough to save this one. And that no one ever remembers you. Genuinely, bye. Thanks for playing though. So, there's this slush fund that they use of our money to cover up people actually sexually assaulting people. And these are elected officials and they should not be there. They should not be there. They should not be using our money to cover up crimes against the American people. And Anna Luna has stood on business on this the whole entire time, because Anna Paulina Luna is a gangster, bro. She is an absolute gangster. I don't want to show the actual video of Swalwell actually doing bad things. There's a video out right now that you can see. It might be too much for YouTube though. This is Swalwell for governor. This is his fundraiser. This is where he's collecting donations for people to donate to him so they can help him become governor. And it is not currently accepting any more donations, apparently, pushing him out of the way so that when it comes down to it, it looks like it'll probably be my good friend, Sheriff Chad Bianco, who has served the California people for over 30 years in law enforcement, versus that biggin. What's that biggin's name? Katie Porter. Katie Porter, the biggin. It'll probably no. That's Katie Padilla's against Brandon Herrera. It's Katie Porter. She's a biggin. Yeah. Yarn Maiden. Thank you. That's right. It is Katie Porter, the biggin. It'll be probably Chad Bianco versus her. And Anna Paulina Luna said, and oopsie fucksies, looks like he's not going to be running. So, I don't know if you guys know, I haven't actually watched this. I don't know if you know Tim Dillon. He has some based takes. We're going to watch this and then we're going to get into super chats, you guys. I want to hear what oh boy Tim has to say about this whole thing with Melania.
So here again, First Lady saying she does not sacrifice the children to Baal and does not eat them. Melania Trump.
Good afternoon. The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today.
Correct.
The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards,
that's right,
humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein.
I never been friends. Stop it for a minute. What a great, I never been friends with Epstein. I never been friends with Epstein. What a great, what, do you ever sit back and just go, what timeline are we on? Like, what portal have we gone through? Where have we landed? Everyone keeps trying to get the aliens going and no one cares because this is all more interesting. No one cares. They keep trying to, they're like, another scientist was killed. No one cares.
Have you heard about like the 9 scientists that have been reportedly killed that were working on some program that had something to do with extraterrestrials? I've heard about it. I have not actually investigated because, like he said, I don't care. Don't fear truth. Don't fear truth. Well, clearly you fear the truth. Your title is offensive. I will unsubscribe. Unsubscribe to breathing, dog. Unsubscribe today. Unsubscribe to drinking water. Unsubscribe to eating food. Unsubscribe to being an attention whore who needs to announce your departure in my fucking comment section, you weird fuck. That's a weird fucking thing to do. You know what I do when I unsubscribe to somebody? I just hit the button. I don't make some big fiasco show about, I need to let them know that this very much upset me. This is super offensive. Yeah, you know what? These people, the second that you start questioning the narrative, the trust the plan, 5D chess, everything's going okay. Y'all make my fucking mods work too hard. My mods don't deserve that. My mods don't deserve having to twatapult 20 people from the fucking chat in one fucking live. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. If my title is offensive, why the fuck did you click on it, you weird fuck? You were like, I find this offensive. I better jump in, go in there, give this guy another view on it, which, by the way, thank you for the view. That definitely helps me. That pushes it farther in the algorithm, and then more people who aren't retarded get to see it. And I'm going to announce that I'm offended. That's some big liberal pussy energy, dog. Big Gina energy, dog. Big, soppy, floppy, wet, soaking wet Gina energy. Anyway, I really fucking enjoy clowning people, dog. I don't know if you could tell. I enjoy it. And I'm going soft core tonight because, you know, tomorrow's the Lord's Day. So I'm just prepping for the Lord's Day, being a little easy on some of these people. But thank you so much for giving me something to go off about because, you know, I'm Irish and I enjoy it. I literally enjoy it. Thank you to my mods for twatapulting so many people. You guys are absolutely fucking amazing and we love you.
No one cares. I talked about it a few episodes ago. It's just people don't resonate with that because this is more interesting. The human drama here. This is the First Lady of the United States. I never been friends with Epstein. Go back to that. I want to hear that again, and then let's hear the rest of her speech.
I never been friends with Epstein.
Right.
Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach.
Okay, stop it for a minute. Here's what she's telling you. We're rich. We're rich. And here she has a point. Let's talk about her point. She's saying, I'm wealthy and I'm attractive. Many of you aren't either one of those things. To the parties you get invited to are like your sister's fucking, you know, retirement party where your fat sister has stopped teaching biology at the high school. So there's a retirement party for your sister and they rented out the back of an Italian restaurant and you get invited to that. And you know who's not there? Epstein or anybody. And she's explaining to you, like, this is the way the world works. Like, you live in a place I've never heard of and you go to your sister's retirement party and the teachers get up and they make a couple of jokes about your sister as a teacher and how she was a real hard ass. And the kids were like, don't fuck with Miss Miller or whatever. And those are the parties that you go to. But we live in Manhattan. I'm attractive. My husband's a billionaire.
And we go to Diddy parties. We go to the baby oil Diddy parties type shit.
We go out in New York City. So it's common in New York City to bump into people. And you don't understand it because you're an animal. And she goes, I have a documentary about this called Melania where they talk about my life. And
by the way, directed by a dude who is in the Epstein files, just so you know, and not in a great way. He's not in the Epstein files in a great way. Nobody's in the Epstein files in a great way. You know what I'm saying? It is in the Epstein files, actually, that Joe Rogan, they were trying to get Joe Rogan to come out and talk to Epstein and have Epstein on his show. And Joe Rogan was like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all motherfuckers must be high. That was probably the only person that I've read in the Epstein files that was in the Epstein files in a good way was Joe Rogan being like, absolutely the fuck not. Get the fuck on. Get on before you get shit on. But the dude who directed the Melania movie, not in the Epstein files in a good way, family.
I fly in private planes. You go to an airport and you eat a fucking Aunt Annie's pretzel and you sit there and you're told your flight was delayed.
Why is he so fucking specific, dog? You go to an Italian restaurant in the back with your fat friends, and then you eat an Annie's pretzel at an airport. This dude is wild.
But I get on a G5 at Teterboro, which is an airport you've never heard of, and I fly and I land in Palm Beach, and I go to the country club that my husband owns, and I live there. And occasionally we bump into war criminals. Human traffickers, people that are involved in overthrowing governments. This is what happens. This is who we go to dinner with. You don't. So let's give her the benefit of the doubt here a little bit. I don't know her relationship with Epstein. I'm just saying her point that she's living in an entirely different world than you is true.
And they hate us. They fucking hate us, bro. These rich elite people, the people who run our government, the people who are the CEOs, they hate us. They think that we're fucking sheep. They think that we're fucking peasants. They think that we're fucking goyim, you guys. They basically know and understand that we're slaves with the illusion of freedom, that we work our sad, pathetic jobs that barely pay us enough to live, and they tax the fuck out of us for getting paid, and then they tax the fuck out of us for spending the money, and they tax the fuck out of us if we want to buy a house. And even after we own the house, they tax us every year for fucking owning a house, and they tax you if you want to go fishing. They tax you if you want to have a car. They tax you if you want to buy a new car. They tax you if you want to get gas. They tax you if you want to get a fucking pouch of tobacco to put in your mouth to relieve a little bit of the stress that you get from being run by pedophile reptile elites. If you want to have a fucking drink, which I don't, I'm in recovery, they tax the fuck out of you for that. That's what we're good for them. And they give us the illusion of freedom. We can come and go. We can move freely, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Snappy is fucking retarded. Clickbait title is so stupid, bro. This part that he came in on was literally talking about Melania Trump. Like, how stupid do you need to be? Did your parents hate you as much as I do? Because I feel like they do. Hopefully they're dead so they don't have to see what a failure you are anymore. I'm sure that like years and years of being disappointed has to take a toll. They probably got like prostate and some sort of breast cancer from just the constant taste of disappointment in their mouth from watching you grow up, which is terrible. You know what I'm saying? But, nothing clickbaity about the title. You are just violently retarded and you don't understand how to put one and one together and make anything other than you gooning in a closet to weird fucking porn that probably involves involuntary things with animals. That's what happened here. I understand now. We've reached an understanding. And by the way, you 100% got catapulted out of here. Welcome to not being able to fucking, you can still watch and I can still get paid because you're watching, but you can't pollute the chat anymore with your asinine tardisms. Your asinine tardisms are 100% over. Thank you so much for playing. I enjoyed it. So they're not wrong. Y'all are beneath them. Yeah. Okay. That one, clearly you are just trolling or whatever. I'm not going to respond to that. I can only do so many rants in a row. You guys, come on, man. I know that at some point, I understand that you guys are enjoying the rants and you're like, I'm going to say something to get him to do another rant. I'm not going to just bite on every hook that you throw out. I understand the game. You know what I'm saying? I can only go for so long. There's only so much shit that I could say. Mike Cucumber said he got booted from Valhalla's chat for trolling too hard. Here's the thing. And Jasmine Rose was in here not too long ago. She's a mod over on Valhalla's channel. I go to Valhalla's chat and I troll the shit out of that thing, man. I say wild shit, bro. I say crazy shit. They let me get away with playing. You know what I'm saying? But I say crazy shit. You know what I'm like Bibi Netanyahu 2028 type shit. I say retarded shit over there and they let me hang out and I thank them because I do like to be able to say retarded shit in Valhalla's chat because I am 12 years old. I'm not actually mad at any of the trolls. Just so you guys know, the trolls are a great opportunity for me to debase people, and I enjoy doing that. I'm not mad at any of them because I'm a troll in other people's chats, dude. So, just so you know. Yeah, I'm joking, Anthony Cottrell. Mike Zero Source, check out Ted Gunderson. I'm only reposting this to get you to remember him. Check him out. You'll learn the government conspiracy. Hold up, swolled up. My dog has made multiple supers about Ted Gunderson. Let's see if we can find Teddy. Ted Gundy, the ghost of Ted Gunderson. Ted Gunderson, well, I don't know. Let's see what's going on. The ghost of Ted Gunderson. Is this what I'm looking for, Mike Zero Source? Yeah, I don't know. I think this is not specifically not Ted Gunderson. I think that what I'm finding here is a bunch of not Ted Gunderson. I don't see any verified Teddy shit. Ted Gunderson. Let's see if we can just find just a video. Okay, here. Let's
found a 9-foot wide subterranean entrance under the west wall of dog room. There were 4 classrooms. That was Ray Bucky's room. By the way, Virginia McMartin and Ray Bucky were tried. Virginia, the grandmother, was acquitted. Ray had a hung jury. And we found these tunnels in the middle of the second trial of Ray Buckey. They could have been used to convict him. We called the prosecutor. He sent his investigator out, Mr. Perez. Mr. Perez told me, I don't want you entering in my conversation with the archaeologist. I said, why? He says, you're too argumentative. And I said, well, okay, you go on and talk. I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Have you guys heard about the tunnels? Like, I don't even think the tunnels are a conspiracy. I'm going to have to, like, actually look into Ted Gunderson, because I'm sure that there's a lot going on here. Like, I'm sure there's a lot. This dude probably knows a lot of base shit, but I need to find, like, the actual gems, because it looks like there's a lot of Ted Gunderson going off on shit. Let's hear this.
A disgrace. I personally investigated the Oklahoma City bombing case. Huge cover-up. Jack Kennedy's assassination, huge cover-up. Bobby Kennedy's assassination, huge cover-up. World Trade Center, huge cover-up.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. Terrorism. They're using it as an excuse to take away our constitutional rights and our civil liberties. The Bilderbergs.
That is absolutely 100% a fact. The Patriot Act. We already know this. I'm sure that when this first came out that he was saying some wild shit for the times. 100% we know. We know this now.
The Illuminati, Bilderberg, New World Order, globalists are the element behind this. It dovetails into the satanic movement, and this movement has infiltrated into our intelligence community, the once great FBI and the CIA.
Well, I'm glad Dan Bongino came in and fixed all that. We can all be really grateful to Dan Bongino for coming in and fixing all that. He did such great work. He told us he was going to do it, and then he went in there and he just defended the fuck out of pedophiles the whole entire time. Just defended the pedophiles. Holy shit. Yep, that happened. Just so you know, I troll Dan Bongino every day on X, and I'm going to continue to do it until he blocks me. I don't say things that are untrue. I just use the truth against the little man. Eventually, he is going to block me, and then I'm going to make a whole fucking victory lap on Dan Bongino, the pedophile protector, blocking me. In fact, me and my dude Valhalla have a bet to see who can get blocked by Dan Bongino first, and I think I'm putting in more work. I'm going to be real with you. Over on X, where he can literally see it, I'm calling him out to his motherfucking face. I'm putting in that work, dog. I'm putting in that work. You know, it's not even trolling if you're telling the truth. Todd Woodworth, Bongino blocked me, man. I'm so fucking, you know what? I'm not even jealous, bro. I'm proud of you. That's good shit. I'm going to get on your level one of these days, brother. Six's mom, what is up? How sad it is that people would be sending death threats. Get a life, people. Take a hike. Go for a swim. Just think good thoughts. Don't live your life in hate. Love you, JD and Jax. Aloha from Kauai. I love you so much, and I love Six. Thank you so much, sis. Mike Zero Source, if you watch Ted Gunderson, there's no going back. I think you're strong enough to listen to him. It's dark and demonic. And you know what? I'm going to do some deep diving on old Teddy. Thank you. Thank you for linking me up with him, bro. Big love and respect to you. Fizzer, the number one thing we can do, really start fixing things, get money out of politics, make lobbying illegal as it should be. Yes. Okay, so term limits, age caps. We don't need people in the White House or in the House of Representatives or in our government at all whatsoever that really should be drinking fucking warm milk in some old folks' senior facility. They should be in Shady Oaks, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. They should not be running a fucking country, bro. These people literally don't even have early onset dementia. They have full on dementia. They're being carted around, and, the people that paid for them to get there are telling them exactly what the fuck to do. Six's mom, I've seen Dan Bongino's karate kicks, and I am thoroughly shooketh. All of my timbers are properly shivered. He is definitely a scary, scary guy, that Dan Bongino. But yeah, no, and we need to get the lobbying out, because as long as there's lobbying in our politics, we're just going to have more owned assholes, bro. Like, do you want to even watch somebody who's making content, who's paid by corporations to push a narrative, who's paid by a foreign nation to push a narrative? I sure as fuck don't. So why would you vote for somebody who's backed by APAC money, or who's backed by big pharma, or who's backed by big tech like fucking Palantir, my guy? You know, Palantir is an evil, evil thing. Oracle is an evil, evil thing. And these are the people who are fucking paying for our politicians to get voted for. It's crazy. I wouldn't want them nowhere near my shit, bro. Bobby Lynn said FedEx dude deserves Chippy on turtle speed. Big facts, dog. The biggest fucking facts right there. That dude needs dead right quick. That dude, he needs dead slow. I mean, I will celebrate the second that he's no longer taking up our oxygen, but I will rejoice in every second that he suffers. Did you guys hear that his latest thing he came out is he's saying that he is now he's now saying that he has an alter ego named Zero. This motherfucker named his alter ego after my dog. I hate his face. I hate his disgusting little pedophile face, baby murdering ass face. And he's saying that he didn't do it. Zero did. So you can't prosecute me. He also said that he'll confess. He'll just plead guilty to everything if they give him 1 month on the streets to spend time with his family. Bro, your family hates you. You raped and killed a little girl, bro. And everybody on the planet knows it now. Everybody has seen it on the news. Your family doesn't want you around them, you disgusting pervert baby killer. The fuck are you even getting on about, dude? I could go off on that dude for so long. Roman Wolf Gaming said, thoughts on Bam Margera? He looks a lot better. Actually, you know what, man? Like, I have a good friend who is in regular contact with Bam. So, you know, and he hits me up every once in a while for advice about recovery. And, you know, shoots Bam little wisdoms and shit. Bam's doing really good right now. Bam is doing really, really good right now. And I'm so proud of him for his recovery. I've documented times where he was doing good and giving him congratulations, and then times where he's fallen and things didn't look so good. You know, I've come out and talked about it. I've always wished him the absolute best. Unlike Wes Watson, he's not out there scamming people or whatever. He's not out there, you know, taking people's money and talking crazy to people and shit like that. He's just somebody who is suffering from the same exact disease that took 20 years of my life. The one that, you know, I put myself in and took 20 years of my life from me. But I believe he's doing really good right now, man. Grumpy Knuckles said, you know, you're weird if you can fart with ease and continue the interview with a face that screams sociopath. Tell Eric there's guys like that. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Relic said, have you heard of IP28 where you live in Oregon? Read up on it. Is that the one where they're trying to make it illegal to fish, hunt, to be able to kill pests in your own home? Is that the one you're talking about? Because that shit's crazy as hell, brother. Stephen Atkinson said, I'm here mostly because I disagree with you. I like hearing differing views. Bro, absolute salute to you, you fucking legend. Absolutely okay to disagree with me. That's totally cool. I respect the shit out of that. I follow people that I absolutely disagree with as well, my man, because I want to hear opposing viewpoints. I don't want to live in a fucking little bubble where my opinion is constantly validated and I'm like only getting one narrative. Absolute legend shit right there. Mike Cucumber said, we all disagree with you. That is 100% fair. I totally get it, man. I sometimes I have shitty tastes. I admit that. I'm just human, bro. I'm just an asshole with internet access, but I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? So Roman Wolf Gaming said, bro, that doorbell guy, I thought it was fake. He was 100% not fake, bro. That dude is 100%. He 100% got taken to jail for that shit, dude. Part-time Cyborg, you not being a politicaltist. Ooh, I like that. Is why I subbed Make Pedophiles Afraid Again. Yes, my brother. Big love and respect. Grumpy Knuckles said, was literally there when they surrounded JD and OGs walked through them to go support. Soy never beats beef. Yes. Love you, dog. Atifa was confused. Man, that was a great day. That was actually a whole lot of fun. You know, I was expecting, I don't know what I was really expecting. I thought that maybe I'd be able to actually like interview some of them, get some opposing viewpoints, just like we were just talking about. And, you know, hopefully get some good footage. They gave me great footage and I didn't have to hang out for very long. You know what I'm saying? They gave me great footage really quickly. And, you know, I didn't get very many opinions. I got screamed at and yada, 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 yada. I was able to interview a Hispanic dude and he had some really interesting shit to say that I wish I could have showed you. But as soon as he saw how violent and weird they were starting to get towards me and my dudes, he was like, please don't, you can't show that. Don't show that. Don't show that. It was an interesting day out there for sure. And one of the highlights was getting to meet you, brother. Matt Byrne, much love from the VFT community. Salute to all y'all from that beautiful community over there. I love you guys. Grumpy Knuckles said, run that. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Dominar said, do you miss your chicken? There's not a single day that goes by that I miss that chicken, brother. I haven't seen them out there. Now, I know that right now they're doing their whole thing down there. I seen that it was getting violent in Portland. And just a little update for you guys who are up on the whole Antifa thing, since we was talking about them Tiefers and everything. In LA and out in Minnesota right now, in Minneapolis, they have brought bags and bags of dilders. I wanted to show you some footage, but YouTube literally in their community guidelines says that you can't show sex toys. Ask me how I know. I've gotten in trouble for it before. You're not allowed to show sex toys. So they've got bags and bags of dilders, and they're literally attacking people on the streets with dildos, which, as much as it's criminal behavior and everything, it's objectively fucking funny. It's objectively fucking funny to hit people with fake dicks. I'm not going to be one of these people that's like, I'm appalled. I'm so offended. It's objectively funny to see people get hit with rubber dicks. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, one of me and Valhalla's good buddies. Yeah, see, Jax has a video right now of people getting hit with rubber dicks. Back in the day, one of me and Valhalla's good homies, we used to go out to this, it was called the Rockin' Rodeo, and it was a cowboy bar. And we'd go out, and we were not cowboys, bro. But we'd go into this bitch because lots of fights happened every weekend till it got shut down because there were too many fights. And we'd walk in there looking how we was looking, and our buddy Dan carried this big old double-sided dildo, like this long. It had a head over here and a head over here. And he'd walk around and mash dudes in the leg with it. And they'd start talking shit. And one night, he knocked a dude cold out with a double-sided dildo, brother. I'll tell you what. It's objectively funny. You know, I saw that Savannah Hernandez actually got attacked by a dude. Not funny. Dudes beating on women. Not funny. People getting hit in the face with rubber dicks is objectively, that's fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Lone Star, we need to get back on the government by the people, from the people, and for the people. These punks don't really care about us, and this has to stop. And I absolutely 100% could not agree anymore. 1,000%, homie. Bubba said, love ya and the Cheney. Yo, thank you so much, bro. Christ is king. Big love and respect. Kyle Karski said, JD, didn't he go to Disney World by himself? Yes. That's weird. I'm sorry. You see an old man out there by himself. I'm seeing a weirdo. And listen, dude, this dude is like in his 70s. He's never been married. He goes to Disney World all in his onesie, wandering around with his mouth agape, mouth open, carrying a pink Princess Disney wand, looking at little kids going, with this phallic-shaped shit in his hand. He's a known homosexual, bro. Like, is there anybody here who doesn't know that Lindsey Grinder Graham is a homosexual? It's like an open secret, bro. Everybody knows that Lindsey Grinder Graham is into the dong. But then he's out wandering around Disney World all by himself. I'm sorry if you're a Disney adult. I think you're creepy. I think Disney adults are creepy. You're spending thousands and thousands of dollars to go to Disney as an adult if you ain't got any kids, and you do that on a regular basis. I find that creepy. If you're a 70-year-old man who never been married, never had no kids, and you're wandering around Disney with a dick-shaped toy in your hand going, oh, looking at little kids, and you're one of the people who literally has the most influence on our president in the United States of America, I think we're Kentucky Fried fucked. I just do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hate on me all you want. And this dude is supposed to be an evangelical Zionist Christian. This dude is like the super pro-Israel. God wants us to bomb them fucking kids. God wants us to nuke Iran, God wants us to nuke Lebanon. You know that Lebanon is a predominantly Christian country. It's the country over there in the Middle East that has the absolute most Christians in it. And he wants us to nuke them all, kill their kids, kill their fucking... He's literally gooning to videos of kids getting killed in Gaza. And then he goes out to Disney World and he's wandering around all with a rubber dick-shaped toy in his hand, bro. That's weird. He's a weird motherfucker, bro. Absolutely. Fuzzy Ball said, Melania is drier than the Mojave. She bites her bottom lip when she looks at the curly-headed Kentucky farmer Rand Paul fantasizing about rolling in the hay. Bro, Rand Paul's pretty base, dog. I'm not going to lie. I don't think that she has super strong romantic or sexual feelings for Donald Trump. Does anybody think that when Melania looks at Donald Trump, she's like, when we get home, I'm going to change that diaper and I'm going to get all up in you. I don't think the spark is there anymore, homie. I think the spark has left the building. It's just what I think. It's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they have a very good relationship romantically or sexually anymore. And in fact, I don't think that she really likes him all that much either. She seems to be put in positions regularly where she is humiliated by the decisions that he makes and the things that he doesn't do that he should be doing. So, you know, somebody said chicken swingers. Somebody bringing up them damn chicken swingers. Chicken swinging. Got to get our sins into this chicken. That's not weird. That's not a weird religious belief that you can swing chickens over your fucking head to get rid of your sins. I'm putting all my sins into this chicken, and the chicken's just freaking out. I'm getting my sins in this chicken. It's fucking weird, bro. It's fucking weird. And they're our greatest ally, and that's supposed to be compatible with Christianity. I'm sorry. I'm a Christian. I don't put my sins into animals, dog. I don't do it. I don't fuck goats on one hand, and I don't swing chickens on the other hand. I'm sorry. That's just me. I feel maybe I'm being ignorant. Maybe I'm being some sort of phobic. I'm good with that. I am a straight white Christian American man who does not swing chickens, and I do not do goats.
Are you sure that doesn't do it for you?
That does not do it for me. Jax is now showing me pictures of goats. You guys.
Okay, but why does this one look like my great uncle Abe? Who, when he got dementia, he was ornery and horny. It was so inappropriate.
No,
really bad.
No, not Uncle Abe. That's crazy as shit. Holy fuck, man. You guys have seen the chicken swinging, right? Hold on. Should we look up chicken swinging? I don't know if you guys have ever seen the chicken swinging. Half of you probably think I'm crazier than a punk in a pecker patch. Let's see if we can find some chicken swinging videos. This is so wild, bro, that they actually do this. I'm sure it's on X. Oh, damn. Did that dude just get decapitated? Yeah, I'm glad I don't have this on screen yet. This dude has a whole mechanism to swing the chicken for him. So he doesn't actually have to risk getting, like clawed by the chicken. Because I've seen some of these people get clawed by the chicken. He has a... I got the chickens in a couple baskets. This is some first world shit right here, you guys. We're watching. This dude's spinning a chicken over his damn head. Get the cleanse his soul of his head. That's so fucking weird, bro. He had a whole device. The funnier ones is when they're actually physically swinging the chickens over their heads. Where's some real chicken swinging going on? That looks like it was going to get pornographic. Why is she out in the chicken coop with her? Yeah, here's a picture. Why was she out in the chicken coop in her nightie, bro? Why is she doing that? I feel like that was going to go somewhere bad in about 3 seconds. This is chicken swinging, you guys. I'm swinging chicken over my head to cleanse my soul of my sins. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. No, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. No, dude, they literally do this. They've been doing this for a long time. Don't make me tell you what they had to stop doing when they circumcised young boys because the young boys started getting herpes from it, bro. Don't make me tell you that shit. It's fucking it'll ruin your day, dog. It'll ruin your day. What rabbis used to do to young boys after they circumcised them to get rid of the blood on the winky. I'm not going to private this live. I'm not doing it. Yo, Ryan, what's up, buddy? If the world ends tomorrow, I'd be happy to say I was here for the lulz. Hey, I'm having a good ass time tonight, you guys. We're going to be doing this every Wednesday and every Saturday. We're going to be having consistent scheduled lives so people know when I'm going to be on here. And then I'm just going to pop up on you like a jump out boy, like them drug police. I'll jump out the bushes at random times. But you can count on every Wednesday and every Saturday that we're going to be here. And I love you, Ryan. Thank you for being here with us. Grumpy Knuckles said, I'm from South Central. As you know this would have went. Remember the leg, dog. I'm with all of it. Get to the corner. Come, I can't see you. Yeah, take them where the cameras ain't, bro. Handle business. You know what I'm saying? Take them down to the basement and get the gimp suit, brother. You know what I'm saying? Lone Star said Millhouse is super mad. He was big mad. His name is Hell's Bells, pun intended. Hell yeah, Roman Wolf. Anthony Cottrell said, support for what you do. Thank you for being here. Love you, buddy. Chris said, so a schizo vigilante? Damn. Yeah, bro. See, that's the problem is like he gives vigilantes a bad name. Like that dude, Lucas Jones out in Florida, we love him. He literally printed out a list of registered offenders in his neighborhood, and he's like, y'all seen the show Dexter? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the Dexter of pedophiles. I like that shit. But you can't be a Millhouse about it, bro. You can't like go to like fuck up pedophiles and you end up at the wrong house. And, you know, it's like just like some random dude who's like working a blue collar job and there ain't no kitties in his basement. You can't do that, bro. You fucking it up for the real vigilantes, dog. You making the Alaskan Avenger and, you know, the real life Florida Dexter look bad. Chris said, so it seems he had a schizo episode that there was a little girl in danger, so he tried to help, heart in the right place. I do know that his mind was somewhere else, though, maybe Gotham. And bro, I applaud that he wanted to help somebody, but bro, you fucked up. You really fucked up. You can't just break into people's houses on a schizo episode. It's a bad deal, buddy. It's a bad deal. Brett said, I've been a fan for a long time. Started watching back when you were doing prison content. Been rocking with you ever since. Haven't dropped a super chat yet, though. I've definitely been freeloading. Brett, you are always welcome here. I love you. You don't have to do super chats, man. I always appreciate them. It's super cool when people do support like that, but I'm just happy to have this huge community and that we can all have a place to come and hang out and laugh together and, look at shit together, seek for the truth, try to figure out what's actually going on, and then just talk cash shit, bro. I love you, and I'm glad you're here with us, buddy. Grumpy said, I'm so glad you're bringing awareness to this, not for political reasons, but for moral and ethical purposes that truly affect our souls. Love, dog. Love to you too, homie. You know what I'm saying? You and all the rolling homies, bro. Joe Saunders said, okay, much love from the Valhalla firearms training family to the JD DeLay family. If there's video evidence of Swallow, dude, why isn't that enough? What else is needed? Well, this whole thing just broke, dog. This whole thing just got started. So, there may be serious criminal charges coming or there may be nothing, because at this point in America, I feel like if you're rich, I feel like if you are like famous, if you have authority or power, I feel like no shit never happens to nobody, bro. Y'all hear that Diddy might be getting out? Like dead ass Diddy might be getting out. And like the fucked up thing is that I can't actually really argue with their reasoning, because since all they got him on was, trafficking people for the purposes of prostitution. And now what they're going to say in this appeal is that he was flying people out to do artistic videos. Well, you've got OnlyFans people who fly people out to make porn with them all the time. All the porn companies do this shit all the time, and then they just videotape them having sex. So he for real, Diddy might get out on this, bro. Diddy might get out on this. And, he'll have only done a matter of months at Fort Dix, which is the most baby soft place that the feds can put you. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to what Ian Bick said. He said he was scared and, he was paying people for protection there. You know what I'm saying? It's come on, man. Come on. It is what it is. Fort Dix is a baby soft prison. I love Ian to death, but Fort Dix is baby soft. Fuzzy Balls said, I unsubscribed from Jessica Kett's channel once her prison sentence was exposed for being super exaggerated and she never went to a high-level facility. Well, here's the thing. Jessica Kent talks cash shit about me all the time. I understand a little bit of the confusion just because it was Arkansas, dog. And this ain't me taking up for her because I know she lied about a whole bunch of shit, like her being sent to a high-level facility. I know she lies about a lot of the stuff that she says when she puts fake allegations on dudes and shit like that, like she doing to Burner right now, like she did to Jason, all this stuff. But I will say this, in Arkansas, when they sentence you to 5 years, you only do like 30% of that time. And I think that they've made laws changing it, but for the longest, you only did like 30% of your time on like drug crimes and a bunch of other stuff. I think it was only violent crimes that you actually did 100% of your time or 80% of your time, whatever it works out to be with good time and earned time. So I could maybe understand a little confusion with her saying she was sentenced to 5 years and then it turned out to be like 18 months or some shit like that. But she lied about a whole bunch of other stuff too. But I just want to clarify, because even if somebody talks cash shit about me all day, every day, I don't want to talk cash shit about them with shit that's not true. We could stick to the truth, like the fact that she has a registered sex offender, a child offender, a convicted registered child sex offender living in her house, registered on the registry to her address, on her insurance information for her Jeep, living with her 2 little girls. That we could say with 100% accuracy is absolutely fucked up. But I want to just clarify that it's weird with the sentencing in fucking Arkansas. You could say that you were, got sentenced to 5 years and you only do 18 months. The rest of that shit is fucked up though. Straight fucked up. I don't know about y'all. I'm very protective of my daughter. I don't let my daughter have social media. I don't let random people come into my home. And I for sure would not want anybody who is a registered child offender anywhere near my daughter. We would have serious fucking issues, bro. We would have serious fucking issues if I found out that someone that was a registered child offender was anywhere near my fucking kid. We'd have to handle some business if a fucking pedo was anywhere near my daughter. I definitely wouldn't move them in. I wouldn't let them live at my house and register their sex offender registry. Would you guys? I just want to know, is that some shit that you guys would do? And Adam's mom, Ananda's mom said, I'm absolutely nasty. I feel bad. I feel bad for your daughter if that's the way you feel. Honestly, you should do better. And I hope that CPS shows up soon and saves your kids. Just so you know, I hope they remove your daughter from the home or your son. I can't tell because that's a super ethnic name and I don't understand that shit. But whatever child that you're a mom to, I hope they're removed from your fucking home and taken somewhere safe. If this is what makes you think I'm nasty, you should probably not be around children. You should probably have your hard drive checked. You should probably have your rectum stretched in a prison. Not by me, somewhere else. Stay the fuck from around me. And I'm glad that you just got blocked. Peace and booty grease to you. Anthony said, sounds like a Swedish chef. Yeah, dog. Dominar said, stupidity and ignorance is making a decision or choice without all of the facts from both sides of the subject. Exactly. Which is why I 100%, I'll listen to everybody's opinion. I want to know everybody's viewpoint. I think that makes me a smarter, stronger, more well-versed human being. And I'm always going to go and I'm going to fact check it. I'm going to do my little thing over here you can't see my keyboard. What I'm doing is I'm pretending I'm typing on my keyboard for research, but I'm going to do my little thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to try to figure out what the real deal is. Cause I want the truth. I don't want pretty lies. I want the ugly fucking truth. It's like I've told everybody who's ever wanted to be in my life, man, I could deal with the ugliest fucking truth. I can deal with a million mistakes. I could deal with a million fuck ups. I can't deal with one lie If you lie to me about some small shit, I assume you're going to lie to me about the big shit, and I just can't tolerate it, bro. So I'm always trying to find that truth, dog. That is what it is. Adam LaRange breaks away due to taxes, proceed to tax literally everything. Yeah, 100%. Taxed everything. We broke away from England because we were tired of being taxed to death. And now we've gotten to the point where, I don't know, do we pay higher taxes than them? We might pay higher taxes than they pay in the UK right now. I don't know. I don't know how much tax they're paying, but we pay a lot of tax. I also am not objective because I live in the state with the 4th highest taxes, and we're like 47th in, our schools being rated, and, we have super high gas tax. They literally tax us for fucking everything because, it's a super blue state that's been a super blue state for decades. So Dominar said, Americans saying I drink because of my work and I work to pay for my drink. This is my circle of life. That is absolutely true for a whole lot of people. This water ain't cheap, dog. These monsters ain't cheap. Fat kid got to drink, dog. You know what I'm saying? Got to drink something. Roman Wolf Gaming said, also remember Woman Sim the game demo is out. Okay. Appreciate you, Roman Wolf. Lone Star said, you remind me of a close friend I used to have and I miss dearly. He sounds savagely handsome, my friend. I hang out here mainly because of that. Much love, JD. Much love to you. And I don't know if he's not with us anymore or you guys just moved apart, but I love you. And I will be your substitute, that friend, bro. I'm here for you. Grumpy Knuckles said Teddy was a real one. He was exposing things way before people knew what classified docs were in the 90s and the early 2000s. They did him dirty. They always do people dirty, bro. That's why when people started talking shit about Joe Kent, I was like, nah, dog, like you guys literally are going to fall for this shit again. Like you're literally going to fall for this shit again. Every time somebody comes out and, there's a whistleblower or there's somebody who speaks against the narrative, they always say the same ass shit about him, bro. Every single time they be saying the same ass shit about these people. And they try to undermine their credibility. They try to make them seem like a traitor when literally they were just coming out and they were just literally telling the people the truth. We 100% as the American people are entitled to the truth about our fucking government. We are entitled to transparency. We are entitled to accountability. And if they're not giving it to us, then that's them fucking up. We are entitled to that shit. As retarded and volatile as we may be, whatever our reaction is, if they tell us that everyone in the government was involved in the Epstein files and we freak out and we tear down our government, that is what it is. They owe us that truth. And the consequences be the consequences. If they tell us about aliens and they're coming down here and anal probing us and they're making weird little half lizard kids and Mark Zuckerberg and Gavin Newsom are weird little half lizard kids and Peter Thiel is an actual fucking demon, we're owed that truth. And whatever happens, happens. We deserve that fucking truth, period. Is what it is, man. That's how it should be. Relic said you should talk about IP28 in Oregon. I believe that's that new law where you can't kill any pests that are in your house. Like if you live in with rats, if you live in with ants, if you live in with, we don't got cockroaches around here. But if you've got any type of shit like that going on, you're not legally allowed to kill them. You can't hunt, you can't fish. Literally ranchers wouldn't be able to exist here anymore because you wouldn't be able to slaughter and cut up any type of shit. You wouldn't be able to have chickens that are being made for tacos and shit like that. Like we'd have to source all our meats from other states. It's the most retarded thing I've ever heard. And if Oregon really literally falls for that, we deserve exactly what we get. If the people of Oregon are stupid enough to vote for that shit, then we deserve to cease existing as a state. Like let's just get swallowed up by Idaho. Because they're not making violently retarded laws. Freakdom, would an acoustic wood chipper be one of the snowplow trains? Am I wrong for thinking this? No, I think you're onto something, bro. I think you're onto something. Let's get it. Upthrow, what's up? It's been a minute. Yo, been a while. Hope all is well. Finally in a much better place mentally, and your content helps a lot. Much love. Big love to you. I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. Absolutely glad to see you again. I missed you, bro. JD the Bot Guy, hell yeah. Mike Cucumber, Thanks for putting up with me tonight, bro. You've been an absolute fucking delight. Don't you ever say that, brother. JD the Buckeye, I don't agree with everything you say, but we can agree that people who hurt kids should be very, very afraid. Make pedophiles afraid again. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Armored Viper said, hey, JD, what's your thoughts on Ben Robert Smith's situation in Australia? Would love to do that podcast with you about it. As a veteran, I'm pissed. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure what the Ben Robert Smith situation is. I would have to look into that. I'm sorry, I'm not educated enough to be able to give any type of opinion on it, brother. Mike Panda, get a real job. This is corny as fuck. I'm about to sign up. Do your part. Jesus Christ, find a way. Sign up for what, bud? Sign up for what? You look homeless as a motherfucker, bro. What are you talking about? If this is corny as fuck, why are you paying me, dog? I'm so confused, Mike Panda. You just paid for a super chat to tell me to get a real job, and I'm corny as fuck, and you're about to sign up. Sign up for, what are you signing up for, bro? The sex offender registry? Like, with hair like that, I could see it. I could see it. But thank you for your money. I appreciate your money. Make sure to register before they come and arrest you for that shit, because, you know, that's crazy work. Jager, what the fuck? I thought you were messing around. No, dude, I don't play. In fact, I dropped out of school because of recess, because I don't play, homie. Yeah, no, I'm never messing around, dog, except when I am, which is most of the time. I'm not sure exactly what part you're talking about, but no, definitely not messing around, homie. Let's see. Red Custom Off-Road. Is a revolt coming like Ireland? Dude, yo, your fucking dog, bro. Your dog looks like my dog if my dog was an albino, bro. That white Frenchie is absolutely gorgeous. And look at your big ass beard. That shit is, I'm going to bust this word out, bro. I don't normally say this word. I'm going to bust this word out just for you. Your fucking beard is lustrous, my dude. Hell yeah. You know, I'm not sure exactly what is coming. If there's going to be a revolt, I don't see a lot of ways for us to be able to, oh, the chicken swinging. Jaeger thought I was kidding about that. No, I was as serious as a heart attack about them chicken swingers, bro. Look up what they used to do when what the rabbis did when they circumcised little boys too, to get the blood off their winkies. Red Custom Off-Road. I hope that we don't have to get to a revolt, man, because I don't want to see any bloodshed. I don't know that there's a political solution. I don't know that voting our way out of this is going to be a thing. I'm quickly losing hope for an easy solution. You know what I'm saying? But like, I've been there for a while. I've never thought that there was going to be some politician that was actually going to give a fuck about the American people, and they were going to care about my family and my kids' futures and them having the American dream, and they were going to come in and save us. I never really thought that was a thing, bro. So, you know, I don't know. I would like to see us start having real leadership, people who inspire you to go out and vote. I didn't vote this last election, not because I didn't think that Kamala Harris would be terrible, but because I didn't feel inspired by either side enough to leave my fucking house, dog. I want a leader to inspire me to want to lead me and the country that I love so dearly. And if you can't inspire me and make me think that you are going to be a fucking strong leader who is going to do things that are 100% for the people, by the people, then I'm not leaving my house, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not doing it. I'm tired of the lesser of two evils thing. It's always the lesser of two evils. Oh, this person's evil this way, but this person's evil that way. Yeah, it's like you could choose rainbow colored, I'm going to do everything that America's greatest ally wants, or you could choose red colored, I'm going to do everything America's greatest ally wants. And I don't want none of that. I don't want it. I don't like it. And I don't trust none of these bitches, bro. I don't trust none of these bitches. So I don't know what the answer is, homie. I'm tired and I'm fatigued by the whole situation. But you have a lustrous beard and a beautiful French bulldog, my friend. As Rang said, you cannot succeed in a society without associating with these monsters. They're everywhere and in every area. I think that, I think that a lot of the people who have gotten successful in society have classically done that, but I think that we need to remove those motherfuckers from our society with like the most fucking prejudice, dude. And I think like, you know, if you want to make it like everything, we live in a capitalistic society. Take all of their motherfucking money. The first time you get caught doing some weird shit to kids, cool. We strip you of all of your fucking money. We remove you from society permanently, whether that be a rope in a tree, a wood chipper, you know, catapulting you, you know, into the ocean, whatever the fuck. At this point, I'm so tired. I don't fucking care. But strip them of all their money. All these elites. If you started doing this on a like cash basis, and for the poor ones, we start doing my idea of the gladiator arenas and make it pay-per-view. And then you'd get millions of people paying $20 an event to watch pedophiles kill each other. Because either way, whether pedophile A wins or pedophile B wins, there's a dead pedophile. And, you know, of course, they just move on to the next round and it's the same thing infinitely. And you do that like once a month and we no longer have a national debt, homie. We no longer have a national debt. Is it dark? Is it distasteful? Yes. Is it necessary? 1000%. Our country's been taken over by pedophiles. Ashley, can John Nicka be blocked, please? I don't see him. I don't know if he's one of the people that got blocked. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the status on that is. Grumpy Knuckles, JD, can I mention your channel when I open my channel room tonight, my CH room tonight? I want people to see you and learn what redemption looks like. You could say no. You absolutely, most certainly can, brother. Absolutely. Anytime, anything. You know you got it, bro. You know we fam like that, bro. Jonas Kennup said wood chipper. Oh, hell yeah. See, I was just talking about some chippy type activities. Hey, honey, will you hand me that red hat behind you? I feel like a hat change. I feel like a wardrobe switch might be appropriate for what we were just talking about. How, you know, it's either rainbow colored America's Greatest Ally or red colored America's Greatest Ally. How about I change my hat? How about I change my hat for a minute and I just talk about some stuff? You know what I'm saying? Just change the old hat and talk about some stuff. It's new hat time. Y'all probably thought I meant one of my Make Pedophiles Afraid Again red hats. Nope. This is actually from, I believe, from Tucker Carlson. I don't care who it's from. It's fucking 100%, bro. It should be the United States of America against these fucking traitors, bro. It should be us against anybody in this country serving in our government who puts any other country's interests ahead of the American people. Mike Huckabee, that Randy Fine dude, Lindsey Graham, apparently Donald Trump. Apparently Donald Trump is the best president the United States of Israel has ever fucking had, and he's just doing their business for them all the time. Instead of draining the swamp, he's draining Bibi Netanyahu's balls on a daily basis. I don't like it, bro. I don't fucking like it, man. If you can't put America first, we don't want you, bro. Serenity Gaming Studio said, Tennessee would love to have you move here, man. I have so much fun every time I'm in Tennessee. And, you know, we go out there and hang out with, you know, my boy Struggle, who's actually coming to Eugene, Oregon real soon. While I've been on here, I got a message from my sis out there, Bunny, Jelly Roll's husband, Jelly Roll's wife. You know, we got some good peeps out there. And Nashville is always so nice to me, bro. I meet so many cool people out there in Nashville. Red hat on my super chat. Oh, hell yeah. Six's mom. I love your hat, fatigued, but ad's still fighting. We got to do it. Aloha from Kauai. Six says, woof, 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 woof to you, Six. You know, actually, that hat, that fatigued hat came to me from a couple of my good friends, the American Rising and Enrique Torrio. Both of them got wrapped up and did some serious time in serious federal prisons over January 6th. That was a hat that he made. I absolutely love it. Chris Busby said, are we allowed to delete the Chomo once it enters the home? And we can say it jumped us, which is why we are now in SAC because it spooked me. Well, here's the thing. That's California. So in California, you have what's called a duty to retreat legally. So that means and they've even pontificated that to the point where if there's a window that you can jump out of, that you have a duty to jump out of that window. There was a case where a guy was on a second floor and they tried to convict him because he could have jumped out the second story window instead of shooting the guy. And I think he ended up getting off, but the fact that he had to sit in jail for like 2.5 years while he fought that case is crazy as fuck. Now in Oregon, you don't have a duty to retreat. You also don't have like an actual written castle doctrine. You don't have stand your ground laws. So, you know, be sure to be aware of what your local state laws are when it comes to self-defense. Like in Texas, you have the right to defend yourself in your home. 100%. You have castle doctrine out there. You have stand your ground law. Florida, you have castle doctrine and stand your ground law. But make sure that you know the laws, because if somebody breaks into your house and it comes down to you or them, I don't know about you, it's going to be me every single time. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to survive. If I have to go to prison for that, that is what it is. But my personal advice to anybody who has to protect themselves by using lethal force is shit your pants. Shit your pants. Kill the dude, then immediately shit your pants. And then when you call 911, be like, oh, I was so scared for my life. I shit my pants. I didn't want to have to kill him. This is traumatizing. I shit my pants, officer. There's shit in my pants. And, you know, that'll look good in court. If you have to go to a jury, it always looks better if you soiled your undies when killing somebody. That just looks like you took it real seriously. It doesn't look like you're like, just like, it doesn't look like you got out of bed in your underwear with a throbber going, somebody finally did it. Somebody finally did it. Somebody finally broke into my house and I get to kill him legally. Oh, I've been waiting for this shit. Yes. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I'm going to go kill this motherfucker so hard. I've been waiting for this moment. Instead, shit your pants so it doesn't look like you're that dude. You know, you don't want to look like that dude. Juries don't like that dude. They like the shit your pants guy better. Just saying. Khadija, what's up? How you doing, little sis? My 16-year-old cat named Beans passed away. We said our goodbyes and buried her. Glad to see you live. Much love. Sis, rest in peace to Beans. I know what it's like to lose your furry companion. I'm sorry that you're going through that right now. You and your family are going to be in our prayers and forever remembered, Beans. Big love to you, little sis. I'm so sorry. Caddy Connie. JD, these weird people are called MAP, minor attracted people. That is the craziest shit. If somebody in real life came up to me and told me that I had to call kitty diddlers, chomos, diaper sniffers, kindergarten commandos, playground extraction specialists, rock spiders, if they told me that I had to call these squid goof motherfuckers MAPs, I'd punch them in they shit, dog. I'd be like, I assume you touch kids. Come here. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Planetary said, I just got another med to help manage my blood ammonia levels. This one's not cheap, which is why I'm glad I got a copay card on top of my insurance. Dude, it is insane to me that we live in the country that develops most of these medications, and most of these pharmaceutical companies are based out of America. And we make most of these drugs here, and then it costs us more than any other country to access the drugs that we make here. It's insane. It's criminal. It's absolutely criminal. And part of what Trump said when he was running is that we was going to stop that, and we were going to see record lows with our medications. And I don't know if that's actually happened. I ain't seen it. Have any of y'all? Please let me know in the chat. Panda said, F that Panda. This one loves your content and support. That's what's up, Panda. Huge love to you. Furry Ball said, Sasquatches in the Pacific Northwest are 100% real. Critics cannot imagine how thick and remote the landscape is up there. It do be thick, and it do be remote. I mean, it's thick. It's thick. And it's moist and remote. And there could be some Sam Squanches up in that bitch. Babe, you want to go Sam Squanch hunting with me?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if y'all know this, but Jaxie Love over here has a Sam Squanch tattooed on her. And she gets home and she's like, hold on, wait. This bitch looks like you. And I was like, motherfucker. It really
When
do.
Reed finished shit, and I looked, I was like, homie, you like high key made that look just like my husband. And he looked down and he's like, oh shit, I did.
Hey, it's funny. Me, Valhalla, and Jax all have the same tattoo artist. He's an absolute beast. Shout out to Reed over there at Northwest Tattoo. He is an absolute monster. Yo, Ben Hammer is back. Family, thank you so much for that huge dono at the beginning. Huge love and respect to you. So glad to have you back here with us. Glad that you were able to make it, man. Big love. We talked about it at the beginning, man. You're going to be in all of our prayers. You're going to be in all of our prayers, homie. So Bobby Lynn said, oh shit, sorry. Anonymouser. Dude, look at that dog. I like that dog. That's a beautiful dog. God bless. Appreciate you and everything you do. Christ is the way, the truth, and the light. May the truth set us free. No change till we overthrow them. Big facts, dog. Christ is king all day, every day. Love you, brother. Bobby Lynn said, tar and feathers used to be a thing, brother. Just saying. And what did we used to do to traitors in this country, bro? You know, people that put other countries before our country used to get the rope in the tree, dog. I say we go old school, homie. I say we be bringing that shit back. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how much these motherfuckers get away with, and then they just ice skate. So it encourages other motherfuckers to do that same slick shit. Lenville McQuinn, thank you so much. And I see your puppy, dog. I see your pup, man. That's dope. Big love to you. I appreciate that support. The explosive Red Bull launcher. That's a name and a half, dog. Hell yeah. Hey, JD, longtime lurker. My girlfriend broke up with me recently, and I've been watching your videos. You have me smiling like an idiot. Wood chipper. Been screaming with you since the pandemic. Oh, homie, you are a day one. Thank you so much. Huge love and respect to you, man. I'm sorry that your girlfriend broke up with you, dog. She didn't deserve you, bro. You deserve a much better girlfriend that will appreciate you. And she'll look at you the way that Lindsey Graham looks at little kids at Disneyland. She'll be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And she'll cook you food, bro. She'll cook you steak. She's going to cook you some sides, like, you know, maybe a fully loaded mashed tater, some shit like that. There's going to be asparagus. She's going to have big old titties, dog. She got big tits. And she's going to be a nice girl. She's going to be a good girl. She's not going to be one of these crazy OnlyFans girls that's out there showing her butthole for $7.99 a month. She's going to be a good girl. She's going to love you, and she's going to stick by you, and she's always going to tell you the truth. Even when sometimes you're like, man, I don't really want to know the truth because it's hard to hear. She's going to be one of those gangster ass chicks that tells you the truth when you really need to hear it, when it's hard to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, your balls do hang out of those short shorts. Maybe you should tuck them up back in there because we're in public, JD. That was a little bit personal. Sorry. That might not be the truth that she tells you. You might have your own truth that you need to hear. You know what I'm saying?
You look like an obscene whore in those shorts.
Listen, I like those shorts, bro. I like those shorts. It's those shorts that they give wind to the undercarriage. My nether regions get a little bit of air conditioning in those shorts, okay? I'm a big dude. I be sweating, especially in the summer, bro. Sometimes you just need a little, and a little breathe. Thank you, Zig Thrill. That's exactly. But she's going to be honest with you. You're going to get a better girlfriend, dog. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some short shorts, because you deserve a little wind on your undercarriage as well. A little ventilation station down there. You know what I'm saying? All dudes do. Our balls weren't meant to be sweaty and obstructed all the time. You know, sometimes you need a little bit of, girls get to wear skirts and shit. I'm just saying short shorts, they're good for that shit. Dominar said, hold on. Fuzzy Balls said, Wes Watson's incarceration Vaseline fund. Oh, man. Bro, I think they just going to spit on it for old Wessie boy. I don't think he going to get much. They ain't going to give him a lot of love up in there, brother. You know what I'm saying? A little lubrication is a little bit of love, brother. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. Dominar said, twirl your Antifa chicken, JD. This is You think I could get that big old fucking weirdo above my head and spin him? I don't know. Men used to wear kilts. Homie, don't even get me started on kilts, bro. Joshua Phillips, don't even get me started on kilts. I actually have a kilt collection. I have a dude that makes custom kilts. He's been my homie for like almost 30 years, and he makes custom kilts, bro. I've got a kilt collection. I'm just waiting for the occasion, my brother. Hey, should I wear a kilt to church tomorrow when our daughter gets baptized? No?
No, it's going to be raining and cold.
Oh yeah. Well, no, but I have an outside winter kilt.
You do?
Yeah. That's
honestly, I'd run it by her.
Yeah, I don't want to embarrass our daughter when she gets baptized. That's not the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was like, let's buy you something special, you know, whatever. And so we're trying stuff on together. And she's like, yeah, Mama, you cannot wear that in public, especially not with me. That is way too short. You are a mother and a wife. And I was like, okay, calm down. I never suggested doing that. I don't think this is appropriate for anyone unless they're 4 feet tall. But thank you.
Yeah.
So maybe run it by her because she has some strong opinions these days.
I'll just wear some slacks.
I think that's
I'll wear some dress slacks.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I really appreciate you spending some of your Saturday night with me. We've been on here for almost 3 hours. I love and appreciate you. We're going to be back for sure Wednesday at 6 o'clock PST, 9 o'clock EST. And I'll probably pop up, but we're going to have set live streams every Wednesday and Saturday night from here on out. I love you. I appreciate you. And until the next one, it's always one love, baby. Be good or be